I love how I say I'm gonna transition us and immediately it's it was very
We're all
cute.
business here on Dinner in a Game.
We're all business.
Going to the Roxbury, guys.
We're
Business grade.
professionals. Don't try this at home, kids.
Business
You'll
grade.
get a crink in your neck.
Oh my god.
Business numbers, business.
Business.
Exactly.
Wow. Anyways,
110.
hello all of you daggers.
Oh,
Welcome.
hello.
Welcome to Pure Havoc. In case you haven't figured out which game you're at yet. Tonight we are missing the lovely Jalapeno, but that's all right. She's doing fine. She was just needing to deal with some real life stuff and see some family in real life. So tonight we're down to a Havoc, but that's okay. She's been assigned to watching the cake at the wedding. To recap where we left off last time, and we have all of our adorable fur babies on the screen, and I think that's so cute.
Not yet. Not all of them.
Mine's over there asleep. Anyways,
Luna won't give me the option to put her down, so this is what we're dealing with right now.
the chat wants to know how y'all's decorum is this evening.
Influx presently.
Cool, great. So, to start off our lovely stream of where we left off last game. So 2 weeks ago, our lovely team of Pure Havoc was assigned to go to a wedding. Not just any wedding. The wedding of the prince and the royal family. This led to some interesting emotions and family interactions, as Norza, being the bastard son of the king, wasn't really looking forward to this encounter or this family reunion at all after the way that he had grown up in the treatment of his family and how they had treated him. And the family has yet to realize that Norris is actually there, since you keep disguising yourself as a tiefling instead of Norza. However, in finding out that this is your brother of sorts who is getting married, Morgan took it upon himself to punch him in the face for all of his previous actions towards you in childhood, leading to a heartfelt conversation of sorts between Morgan and Norza. You also got to interact with the prince, who had cold feet for some reason. And I don't mean cold feet as in jitters from the wedding. I mean cold feet as ice blocks on his feet. Rain got to speak with the bride a little bit and talk to her about her pre-wedding jitters and calm her down with the anxiety, as well as Norza creating a lovely bouquet for the bride herself, which ended up looking prettier than what the florist actually originally intended.
Man's got skill.
I was gonna say Norza had some wonderful florist skills.
It's all on the wrist. It's all on the wrist.
Okay, sure. It didn't have anything to do with you looking at the color palette or what the bride. No, it was just all on the wrist. Nice. In this time, while running around and trying to prep for the wedding and help keep everything squared away, the bride also told you to be on the lookout for her ex-boyfriend, who is a very handsome lizard folk, who you have yet to see. We ended last session with Vera having gone off to alert the king and queen of the cold feet and the idea of putting everyone on high alert in case someone was to infiltrate the wedding itself. Norza had a very interesting interaction with Team Mercy, a group of winged characters, a group of 3 to be exact, that basically informed Norza that the name Mercy comes from what they make others beg for, and kind of left it at that and walked away after a very upset Norza took it upon himself to yell at their leader and Asimar.
They made fun of my friends.
Yeah, they kind of made fun of your friends.
Fuck them.
And we ended with Rain meeting up with the little bridesmaid who's been running around, who introduced herself as Charlotte. And Hales had a very interesting reaction when she heard that name.
I was cool. I think we experienced 2 entirely different.
You're right. You were so cool. I could barely even tell that you know
I was
the name
so
Charlotte.
calm and collected.
So calm and collected. I wish I could.
How's your neck, buddy?
Well oiled and
whiplash.
quite limber,
That whiplash was kind of real.
like a whip.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, Vera, upon hearing a familiar name, did not hear it, as she was too focused on getting to the queen and king and alerting them of some of the goings on. So this is where we pick up from last week or from last game. Rain has been assigned the cake, so she is currently in the kitchen, off helping some of the chefs, making sure that the finishing touches on the cake and everything look good at the bride's request. So that is where she is off, making sure the rest of the arrangements for food, cake, etc. are good, and hopefully her Drake is staying out of the cake. Otherwise, there will be cute little nom bites all in the frosting.
Okay.
So
It's a deconstructed cake. It's very new age century.
yeah, it's a
Very highly requested.
Yeah, that's
It's just
totally.
little squares of actual cake, and you dip it in frosting
Oh my
yourself.
god, I would hate that. Like legitimately hate that. We don't do reconstructed wedding cakes here. We're not doing this. This is not okay.
What about art though?
I guess it would make sense if you're an artist couple, but like in general, going to someone's wedding and that's how their cake is would not.
I would say cake should not be work.
Cake should not be work is a good, yeah.
I say cupcake shouldn't replace wedding cakes because that happened once and I was not happy. I
love that this has just brought about the feelings of cakes. Like
I prefer pie.
Oh, wait, you prefer pie?
I
oh.
do.
I
I
also prefer
lo-
pie.
I like
Personal
to make
choices are
pie
personal
more
choices.
than I like making cake.
Now we
It's
have
the
to,
icing. It's too sweet.
now we have to
That
roll
is,
poll.
there can be definitely some problems with icing.
I mean, yeah. Like that's the thing with cupcakes, though. There's an like a trick around eating them where you break off the bottom piece, put it on top, and make like a sandwich. That way,
Oh,
you don't
that's kind of
drop
cool.
it
I never
all
thought about
out.
doing that.
See, now we have to run a poll of if people prefer cake or pie.
Cake or pie.
But to pick up where we left off, Norza, you were still standing outside after Team Mercy had taken their leave of you and walked away. I believe Xavier and Morgan were standing in the hall. Oh no, you were with the prince, I believe, still. Or at least Xavier was.
I believe Xavier was. I was at the doorway because that's where Norza said to stay.
That's right, you were at the doorway after your discussion. Xavier was with the prince just in case anything else happened. And Vera was on her way to visit with the king and queen and everybody else about what may be going on. So, where would we like to start this evening? You're like, you're still in tiefling form at this. No, you had come out of tiefling form after.
Yeah,
the
I
king
came
and
out of
queen had walked
tiefling
away.
form.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So I had just met the king and queen, and I was going to go talk to the head guards to discuss the potential attack
Yes.
on the groom.
You had walked outside because the head guard was outside.
Okay. Before I make this the Vera show, are you guys gonna do anything on the inside?
Narzi's probably gonna go back inside and just like stick it in the corners, out of parents' sight.
I was gonna ask Ivy, did Team Mercy, did they walk towards the church? Were they walking back inside,
They're
or
currently still outside, but they're kind of like talking amongst themselves or to a couple of other guards.
Oh no.
That's right, because Morgan got to watch the
Mm-hmm.
conversation between Team Mercy and Norza.
I
Trying to remember where I was during the Team Mercy
You
conversation.
were still with the prince and you were on your way out, so you were like
Got it.
headed towards where Morgan and Norza were.
Yeah, my poor brother's feet all frozy.
He has frozen toesies.
Yeah.
Rosy Toesies?
So yes, you see Team Mercy still outside.
Okay. Well, I think Morgan's just gonna do what he was told to do and stay at the door and look for the ex-boyfriend. Keep an eye out.
Okay, you are keeping an eye out for the ex-boyfriend.
As long as the prince is staying in his chambers for now, I think that Xavier is going to basically stake himself right outside the door to his chambers. And just so I can be in earshot of anything that happens inside the room and then see anyone coming and going. Where his chambers? Did his chambers have like lots of windows and everything like that to the outside?
They have two.
All right, never
windows.
mind. I'm inside the room.
Okay, yeah, they have two windows.
I'll stay right by the door to the hallway,
Uh-huh.
but I want to be able to see the entire room.
Just in case. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, there's two windows in there, so you stay inside the room. Norza, was there anything else you were doing as you walked back up to Morgan?
Can I throw a little finger towards Team Mercy? Just like, fuck you.
Yes.
Team Havoc all the way, bitches!
They all notice.
Gotta represent. Oh. Hey, Morgan?
Hey, that was intense.
Yeah. They're assholes. And, if we see them again, we should probably fuck with them just a little bit.
But who are they?
Well, they're the other members of this whole organization. You know how we're Team Havoc? Apparently they call themselves Team Mercies.
Ah, because they like heal people or something?
No, because they continue to beg for other people to stop beating their asses because they're such wimps.
Yeah, they're kind of cringe.
Ah, they're bitches.
Yes, bitches. All of them. So, how's it going
I'm just
inside?
gonna throw up their hero fortress real quick.
I mean, their lame self-portraits of their lameness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's
Lame
what
ass.
it is.
Lame ass Air Force motherfuckers.
Totally not cool or beautiful or pretty or anything like that.
They
They would
Actually,
never know.
I ain't seduced. No way.
Hmm. Okay, moving on.
if this were Smash or Pass, I'd pass.
Yeah, just totally.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like I like a bad good boy, good bad boy.
oh god, guys, come on.
You like pull it yourselves together. All right.
All right. How's it going for you, Morgan?
Going just fine. Haven't seen anybody.
Okay.
The ex. Haven't seen the ex-boyfriend yet. But
Okay.
keeping an eye out. Staying out of trouble.
Okay. Also, I would like to apologize for snapping at you with the whole Punch My Brothers situation.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. I get it. I get it. As I lost my composure, which
Yeah.
is not out of the ordinary, but I should have paid a bit more attention back during the briefing.
Yeah, just
That's on me. I understand.
okay. I'm glad.
I'm sorry I upset you.
Apology accepted. Apology accepted. All right, so I'm gonna patrol around inside and make sure that my parents don't see me. So, this is a fun mission, right?
Yeah. Let me. Do I have anything that can help you out?
Well, I got spells, so I think I should be good and everything.
Oh, I also have spells, but this is just me looking at the stuff of the spell.
Oh,
Actually, aha! Actually, I have an idea, and I'm just.
okay.
You know, it's funny if I don't say anything, and I'm just gonna palm Norza's face and cast prestidigitation and create this kind of like full face Oni mask.
Okay. Sure.
And there you go for an hour.
Oh, thanks, pal. All right. So, everyone asks what my name is behind the mask. It's what's a good name? Oh,
Kristen.
Kristen. Okay, I can go with Kristen. Okay, yeah,
Preston.
Preston. Okay.
Preston, because I used prestidigitation.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. I see what you did. All right, let's do this, bud. High five. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Great.
I love you. I love you, Tom.
I love you.
All right. So while you two were doing this, Xavier,
Yes, ma'am.
the prince, this very handsome dragonborn, handsome being subjective since not everyone thinks so, Norsa, starts patting down his chest. Like, he's like, and he turns to you. Did you happen to see a ring box while you were dealing with my cold feet?
Motherfucker.
I did not, sir. Where would you? Where did you last have the ring box?
Well, it was in this room, in my jacket, which I had off earlier.
All right.
Well, we know who got the brains in this family.
Yeah. God damn it. My brother is so goddamn competent.
And
Hey, yo,
where was
wedding day jitters, my friends. Those brains just go out the window.
where was your jacket when you were not wearing it? If it was in the pocket.
It was in here. And I had left the room for a little while because, of course, to greet some of my friends who are also celebrating this day. And now I don't know where it is. So, anybody could have come into this room, so you may need to ask some other people, or at least go looking.
All
I'm gonna
right.
start looking around this room, as he starts tearing like cushions off of the couch. Like, he's looking everywhere. He's looking at
Okay.
the bookshelf in this room, and even to the point of he starts like looking in the flower pots just in case he mistakenly put it somewhere.
All right. So I bring Bubo out, and I write a little note on a piece of scratch paper, and I say, "Ring may be missing. Send some people back. I don't want to leave the prince alone." And then I, put it in Bubo's mouth, and I say, "Take this to Norza." And I open the door and throw Bubo out the door.
Norza, who currently has an Oni mask on, so it's gonna take a little while as he runs around and is unable to find Norza, but is gonna start going off of scent. So it's gonna take a little while. But
Okay.
are you helping the prince? Are you helping Arash?
Yes. No, I will.
Okay.
I'm looking around the room. I'm looking around the room, but I'm keeping an eye on the prince. For one particular reason, I want to understand and comprehend that he's actually looking for the ring.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
earnestly looking for the ring.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
is in earnest. Looks a little panicked at this point as he's looking for the ring.
We had the plant that was booby trapped taken out of the ring, right?
Yes.
Out of the room, I mean.
Yes.
Sorry.
The baby trapped plant was taken away by a different guard.
Yes. The
You were
bad.
yeah, we dumped the ice water mixture in this plant and it froze. Please take this.
Yep. So, shit. I don't have locate object at all because I'm not a useful type of wizard.
Though.
I'm just gonna do an investigation check and see if I can find it in any way, shape, or form.
Roll me an investigation.
Yes, ma'am. 12.
12. You're looking around and you're not finding it. You're not finding anything that resembles this ring box or even the rings themselves. You're just not finding it as you're looking around this room. It doesn't appear that they are here.
Okay. While he's looking in the room, I'm gonna say, you were the one holding the rings, both rings,
Yes.
and whose idea was it for you to hold the rings?
Why would I hold the rings?
No, whose idea was it for you to be the one holding the rings?
Oh, I don't know. I just had them. I don't know if it was an idea per se, but I was just holding them. We don't have like a ring bearer, so.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what I was getting at. If you have a ring bearer, it doesn't make any sense for you to have them because you had to give them to the ring bearer. All right. I do not see any sign of them in the room. So, do we have any type of? Did you have any type of contingency? As in, do you have another set of rings at all available?
I would
Second
like
choice, as it were.
I would like to tell you yes, but they're heirlooms, so no.
Ah!
All right. Well, I'm sent a message out to get some help, so we can find someone and to get some more people and eyes in this room and really search the room well. And we are going to find this. But one thing I want to make sure of is that we can get a good estimate of who has been in this room with you when you were here. And then hopefully we can see if we can find a way to find out who has been in this room when you weren't. Has anyone come in to visit you other than myself and my associates?
Oh, yeah, I had some friends that stopped by earlier to wish you congratulations.
Excellent, wonderful. And I same little notebook that I had that I tore the piece of paper out to send them a message. Their names.
Oh, yeah, I'll here. And he like takes them and writes down names and races, and oh, they're guests, so they should be out if they're not drinking somewhere. They should be out in the church or churchyard.
Excellent, understood. He says, I'm going to look there and look at him, and I say, the best thing we can do at this point is probably let people know that things are going to be running a little bit late. It's a wedding. It happens all the time.
Okay.
So, because we have to find the rings if they're heirlooms.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way we can go on with the ceremony without them. If someone legitimately stole them, then odds are they're not inside the building anymore. There's other ways to find them, but they're going to take longer. If there's someone is playing a prank in some other way, shape, or form, or if these rings were taken as a way to disturb the ceremony, I am fairly certain that the person who did this is probably going to want to make sure that their plan comes to fruition, so they'll still be here. But I don't want to cause the ruckus and the stir that asking for a complete pat down of every single one of your guests would.
Yeah, that probably would not go well. Okay, I guess I'll just keep looking in here and see what your friends say.
Exactly. I'll help you keep looking in here. I don't think it's a good idea with everything that's been happening to leave you completely alone.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So as soon as they come get the note and come back, we'll start trying to go on to another plan.
Okay, sure. And we transition.
And we begin flipping over
I
furniture.
was gonna say you guys start tearing apart the groom's suite, but
Yep.
we transition over to Vera, who is looking for the head guard.
Okay. So Vera is just after talking to the king and queen.
Mhm.
She is leaving, missing Charlotte. Not knowing Charlotte's there.
No.
Not knowing any of the chaos that is going on, just knowing that Cold Feet was happening.
Yep.
Vera exits to try and find the head guard to where she was directed before.
Okay, so as you're looking around, you do walk out. You're very much on a mission. You know what you're looking for and who. As you're looking around, you do see something that seems apart from the rest. As you look out, there is quite a few guardsmen out here, and you do see a glance over Team Mercy, who looks kind of like official, but not quite what you're looking for. And eventually your eyes settle on a very tall and muscular older half-elf who is off to one side that seems to be directing a couple of the other guardsmen. With the badges and the way he is dressed, it's easy for Veer to assume that this is probably who she's looking for.
Okay. Wasting no time, Vera marches right up.
Of course. Can I help you? As he kind of looks up at you.
I was directed by your majesties to speak with you about the attempt that was just made on the prince's life.
An attempt was made on the prince's life?
There was an instance where he received cold feet via potion that glued a block of ice to him to the floor. Upon further inspection, we believe that if he would have drank this entirely, he would have been frozen.
Okay. Interesting. Is someone with the prince now?
Yes, one of my associates is currently guarding the prince.
Phenomenal. Is he okay now?
As far as I am aware, yes, though knowing that there has been an attempt of this sort made with their majesties alerted, we are now to be more on watch for any attempts. Also, considering it was a beverage that was spiked, I recommend very highly that all food and beverages checked or given to any guests are checked for any additional issues.
Okay. Wonderful. First off, thank you for informing me. My name is Brahm, as he puts a hand out.
Vera goes to shake it.
Wonderful. I will be stationing more guards at certain points then, as well as sending a couple to the prince's room. I'll send them a few more to the kitchen, and myself, I'll go to the kitchen and see if there's any other substances or things that raise any concerns.
Yes, knowing that there has now been an issue related, we do know that somebody now has eyes on the prince. So this place is not safe in its entirety.
That was always a concern when a event of this sort is happening between two nations, so I appreciate your diligence. I haven't seen you before. Are you new to the battalions?
Contracted.
Ah, I see. Well, it's a pleasure to have someone of your caliber on the squadron here, as he gestures widely to the different varying degrees of guardsmen and ranks that are currently outside of the church. I'll head back to the kitchen. Is there anything else that you needed to tell me?
I was told to alert the captain of the guard, but I also should let anybody else who should know. Is there any additional thing that I can do to assist in this endeavor to spread this news?
Well, I assume the drink has been taken care of at this point.
Yes.
Has anyone checked on Her Majesty, the princess, to see if there's any beverages in her room as well?
Rain was with the princess right now, right?
She was with the bride and then had come out. So you had seen Rain go in and then come out a couple minutes later, and that's when you could hear her over talking to the bridesmaid, but you didn't see them. But
okay.
Rain went in, had that conversation about her jitters of the wedding, and then left.
Okay, so through assumption, there's been no uproar or any issue related to the princess, and one of my associates is with her presently. Okay, I tell Brahm that.
Okay. Well, wonderful. I'll have the bridesmaid keep an eye out just in case on the bride's side, inform her, and then I'll go check the kitchen, which could be interesting. I'm sure the chefs are about to go up in an uproar once I go in there, but it's fine. It's fine.
Is there anybody to currently check any of the food and beverages that are presently being served to the receiving guests in the waiting rooms?
I could have a guard. We can at least halt the food at the moment and have a guardsman start testing things, or a couple of guardsmen, so we can alert them that they need to halt all hors d'oeuvres, basically.
All right.
People gonna start getting hangry.
No more finger foods, and slap
No
out the little
more.
sausage.
Vera just walks over. No. Back.
No. If
Drop.
Vera sees anybody holding any sort of food, she's just gonna take it and just be like, "This is for your own benefit," and just yeets that shit in the trash.
My God.
That makes
Love
it
it.
so much worse.
You don't get those mini cucumber sandwiches. No,
no,
not allowed.
no.
Aw.
Mini quiches? No, not allowed.
No.
No finger sandwiches?
Those cocktails? No. um,
Fair.
but after this interaction, he does indeed grab a couple of guardsmen to go into the church and halt the food at the moment. Just basically letting guests know that it may have been cross-contaminated with something else in the kitchen, and they're double checking it. Everyone is reputable enough where this doesn't strike them as very weird. They all are aware of this as a very high-profile event, so they're like, "Oh, well, okay." Like maybe something was,
Food was not
missed
up
in
to
the
quality.
kitchen.
What?
Food is not of quality. So once they halt it, there's a couple of little murmurs about more of annoyance than anything else. But as they begin checking the food, none of the food that they come across in the reception areas or currently being served seems to be contaminated of any sort, and they head back to the kitchen with the main guard, taking Rain along with them. Since she had kind of talked and seen the bride, they figured that they'll bring another associate. So Rain is back with the guardsmen in the kitchen. In this time, Norza, you get a little note. And you had kind of seen it running around a little, but you didn't quite realize it was looking for you, and eventually it runs up to you and holds this note out to you.
No. No. I look at the owl familiar. No, you gotta be kidding me. No.
So Norza, this strikes you as your brother Arush probably has the heirloom rings of your grandparents. That you know exactly which ring set this is that he has been gifted.
Oh.
And you understand that it's worth quite a fortune.
Oh, goddamn, he's a fucking idiot. All right, fine. All right, I'm on there. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Okay, stop looking at me like that. Okay, I'm coming. Don't I make my way over.
Are you bringing Morgan with you? Are you leaving Morgan at the doorway to watch for the ex-boyfriend?
I'm leaving Morgan at the door.
Okay.
I don't want there to be a second round. I've just been like punching. Something happens.
All right.
Yeah, so what do we look for? You!
Okay. Norsa, you begin walking towards your brother's room with this Oni mask now on your face. And you walk in to see the room absolutely just destroyed and demolished. Furniture is flipped upside down. The table is on its side. The bookshelf, all of the books have been pulled off of it. It is a mess.
Oh.
Your brother is standing there with Xavier, and they both look a little tired at this point.
So, I heard that we lost some rings.
Yes, are you going to help us find them? Ray, and muted.
Yeah, I'll help. I will definitely help. Of course.
Xavier stops. He's like, "What is this wee shit?"
Alright, you've been helping me look, so...
I am guilty of not having found the rings. I will settle for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So please do explain to me where the last time that you saw it.
And he'll reiterate this whole story of that he had them in his in part of his tunic.
According to the prince, they have never left this room in one way or another, unless they left with someone on this list or someone who came in when he was not present in the room.
Might have got pickpocketed.
So, Norza, when you look at the list that Xavier holds out to you of these friends, you do recognize a couple of different names of childhood friends of your brother that used to also tease and bully you. And a couple of knights' names that you recognize but don't have a personal relationship with. There's 6 names in total. Like, a small group of friends.
Okay, so we got about 6 people here, so that's probably a start. I will go look for these names and people, see if they know anything happened to the ring. Maybe someone just, probably just pickpocket your sorry ass. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
Yes. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
As I look at the prince and said, "Pardon me, sir, Your Highness. What when you said you did leave the room occasionally.
Yes.
Were you wearing the coat when you left the room?
No, I don't believe so.
So they didn't even have to pickpocket him. They could have just walked into the unguarded room and gotten it out of the pocket of the coat.
Sounds like it. Wow. You're putting a lot of effort into this.
I'm sorry, do I know you or did I ask your opinion? Are you going
Forgive
to help me find these rings or not?
Oh, I will, Your Majesty. I will. Just like every other time I've done with you.
Have I dealt with you
What?
before?
No, you haven't. No, what? What was that? Nothing. I didn't hear anything.
I need you to roll deception.
Jim,
Roll it. Roll it now.
Seth went way too much.
I would say
Oh!
you're
Oh,
Your sass level went critical.
You Z snapped a little too hard, baby.
yeah, I went.
you girl
Oh,
boss too
God.
hard. What'd you roll?
You girl boss too close to the sun.
I girl boss way too much. I took a potion of Starbucks and it failed. I rolled a 2.
Oh, sweet child. The prince, a rush, kind of squints and narrows his eyes a little bit. He's like, remove your mask.
I'm sorry, sir. I have a little bit of a
That was
cold.
no
and I-
order.
Xavier goes, he gave you an order.
Okay. As I remove the mask, I cast Disguise Self. Just to be
Counterspell.
you motherfucker! You
Well-
motherfucker! Can I counterspell his counterspell? Please!
Not if you're the one casting.
40 minutes in, and there goes the decorum.
Oh,
Decorum.
My decorum.
What level were you casting Disguise Yourself at?
If I wanted to, I could have gone to 3, but I didn't know that was happening, so just be a simple level 1 spell.
Counterspelled. You don't change. You take off your mask, and underneath is Norza, is your regular look. And for a second, you're a little baffled that you didn't change, and then realize that you know the feeling of being counterspelled. And a rush
Right.
stands there and stares at you. He's like, "Oh, that's what I thought."
Why? Why are you like this?
I just stare at Xavier. It's just like, just mouth the words, we are part of a team.
But there is
So-
healing that needs to happen here.
So were you gonna tell me that you were here, or was it just gonna be you in a mask the whole time?
Honestly, I was going to disguise myself so I wouldn't have to look at your hideous face, but apparently I have to bear this.
It wouldn't be hideous if your associate hadn't punched me in it.
Yeah, I saw that. Honestly, you're lucky. You're lucky he didn't get you too hard. But I think it's going to be okay since you don't have a lot of brain
I
cells in
think
there.
you're
So
lucky that I didn't have all of you immediately arrested.
I'm always ready for round 2, motherfucker.
look, I can go out there right now and tell mom and dad that you lost the rings and stuff, and you want to know how
Oh,
pissed they
you're
get?
gonna go out there and tell mom and dad that I lost the rings and they don't even know you're here?
Oh,
You want to pull those cards?
I just might pull those cards. You don't know who I am. I've grown significantly more courage than the last time we've met.
Yeah,
And
get
yet
him,
you still
Norza.
couldn't show me your face. So
I didn't want to catch ugliness.
you can't
It's
catch what you
airborne.
already have.
So you admit
About
you're ugly.
4.5 seconds to revert back to 12.
That's immediately what Xavier, like, you saw it instantly go from these are two grown-ass adults to childhood pettiness.
It's like,
I know you are, but what am I?
That's exactly the level.
I was
Exactly.
like,
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say is back to you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Norza, are
Xavier's-
you gonna help me find the rings, or are you gonna stand here and argue with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you find the rings. How else? Otherwise, Dad's gonna be pissed off and everything. Of course. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe it's your stupid friends who picked who stole it and everything. God. Do you even know the girl who you're marrying?
I've talked to her.
What's her name?
Well, it's Nelmish. What? Why? You think I don't know her name? Do you think I'm so shallow I don't know my bride's name?
I'm actually gonna. You're not gonna lie. You caught me in the last quarter there, right there. I did not expect you to know that. Okay, whatever.
I didn't expect you to know that.
Are you even married? Didn't think so.
So little of me.
No.
Yes.
No, you know why? Because I'm not in an arranged marriage right now. I need to figure my own shit out. Thank you very much.
Do you want an arranged marriage? Because I can tell mom and dad you want an arranged marriage, and
I
they will
do
make
not
it happen.
want to. Oh yeah, you think mom and dad would let me get married by
For
somebody here?
political gain, yes. Can we find the rings now?
Political gang. We'll find the rings. God damn it! I'm gonna look for your friends and see if they stole it or anything. Xavier, just if he does something stupid, I just walk out of the room.
Yeah, you really told him. I feel threatened. You really laid down a diss track, Eminem. All right, Hunty.
Yeah.
So, Morgan, you glance down the hall, and you just see Norza like, nah, as you no mask.
Ooh. So, how'd it go?
I hate people. I officially hate people.
Dish the dish, bitch.
I flew too close to the sun. I had to take off my mask because spoiled brat said so. That's just thing. And that's about it. I got a list of some names to look at. I just tell a good boy Morgan all the names of everybody, the knights and stuff. Like those people were the last people in the room, so they might have stolen the ring.
Mm-hmm.
See them? Just coyly and just like pickpocket their stuff, and like if they find something that's shaped like a ring, take it, but not anything else because that would be bad. Okay.
Didn't think of it beforehand, but now you've put that idea in my brain, so... Okay.
Don't tell Vera I put that thought in your brain, otherwise she's gonna be mad at me.
She'll be mad at me more. First off, looking back out to the crowd, anyone entering the church, do I see the ex-boyfriend?
You do not see the ex-boyfriend.
Do I see Team Mercy?
Oh yeah, Team Mercy's out doing like their guard stuff, but they don't really seem to be doing anything else other than their jobs.
Okay. They're not approaching?
No.
Coming inside yet? Okay.
Yeah. I know, disappointing.
A little bit. Okay. Well, I don't know who or what these people look like. Do you?
You basically give a general description of their races in the list next to their names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid. Can I do a quick scan to see if I see anybody
Yeah.
matching these descriptions?
Yeah, absolutely. Do a quick investigation check.
Okay.
As the church is starting to get more full.
Investigation? I'm not... Okay, 14.
Oh, not bad. Okay.
Thank God for that. I have a +0.
Alright, so you scan the crowd and you do see 2 of the 6 that are standing off to one side conversing, and you see a couple of the other ones mingling amongst the crowd.
Couple of them, and none of them are like isolated by themselves.
The ones that are kind of walking through the crowd are by themselves, but they're still in a crowd, so you would still have to pickpocket them.
Okay. Well, I got a couple tricks. What do I got? I ain't got shit.
I ain't got shit.
I got a couple tricks.
Vera, where are you?
The tricks are nothing.
Are you coming inside?
Yes, Vera is coming back inside.
So, where are you heading when you come back inside?
The logical thing is knowing that the the guardsmen are taking care of like testing the food, testing the water.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Vera is going to go and try and find the princess to let her know what had happened to her bridegroom.
Okay. So, the princess is still waiting in her suite. There is a bridesmaid in there. So when you, as Vera, walk into this room, the bride is sitting at her vanity in her dress, and across sitting from her, just having a very like friendly conversation, is a human girl.
Can you describe the human girl for me?
Yes. She's dusty blonde,
Uh-huh.
and she looks just like a human girl, like dusty blonde hair is done up in curls and ringlets for this wedding. Her back, her it's basically her like her side profile that you're seeing. You can see like a couple of little freckles on her cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the princess looks up. She's like, "Oh, hello. Was there something I could help you with?"
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Majesty. There was an issue regarding your bridegroom.
An issue? What kind of issue?
Does the bridesmaid acknowledge Vera at all?
So she turns to look at you, and she has a very pleasant smile on her face.
Oh.
Killing me. You're killing me. Killing me. Okay.
So
Vera is intent on speaking directly to the princess.
Mhm.
Presently goes, there was an issue regarding an attempt. There was a beverage that was offered to your soon-to-be husband, and it caused a magical reaction that has now been taken care of, but the families and guests have been alerted and are currently in the process of being taken care of. And Vera turns to the bridesmaid to apologize for interrupting their conversation, and then sees the dusty blonde girl with the freckles and kind smile and stops in the middle of her apology.
Oh. And she keeps that soft, sweet, cute, naive smile. She's like, "Oh, it's okay. We were just visiting about some of the flowers and stuff."
Flowers.
Yeah. I think one of your friends brought the bouquet earlier. It's really pretty.
Flowers. Flowers.
Are
And
you okay?
Oh no.
and you see Vera slowly go to like raise a hand to her head, almost as if she has just received the most painful migraine, and the jewel on her forehead blipping in and out, and her voice is starting to crackle, almost as if it's having a hard time loading a sentence. And she gives a little shake. Are
you okay? Do you want me to go get your friends? Hold on. Let me go get one of your friends. And she
wait. And Vera, as like if she goes to try and leave, Vera gently grabs her arm.
She does, and you gently grab her arm, and she looks up at you. Do you not want me to go get them for you? Are you okay?
The forehead jewel is blinking very rapidly, the fastest that it has. Do you like flowers?
Oh, I love flowers. I think they're beautiful. I think bluebells are really pretty.
Vera's hand jerks off, and she just takes a knee. She takes a knee at the mention of bluebells.
Are you? Oh, let me go get your friends. Hold on. I don't know much about Warforged. Hold on, and she'll rush past you, and basically go running to find whoever she can first.
While this is happening, Vera's just holding her head and she's stuttering out sentences that nobody can really comprehend. But you can kind of hear bluebells and flowers, like those two phrases being repeated over and over and over again. Mm-hmm.
And she runs to Norza and Morgan. As she runs up, she's like, "Hi, I know you're busy. I'm sorry, but like, your friend Vera, I don't know what's happening. She's in the princess's room. She's freaking out. I don't know if she's malfunctioned or what's going on."
Oh, okay. Well, um, did you want me to go check on her, Morgan, or did you? I can look for the people.
That's a good question.
The princess has gotten up, Vera, and is like by your side, like trying to see if she can get you to focus on her or anything. And it's just not working.
No.
Yeah, there are like bits and pieces of static like coming off of her. It almost feels like the air around Vera is supercharged, and she's still somewhat muttering and stuttering over her sentences. I don't remember. I don't.
Waiting for Vera to explode.
Oh God.
Do you focus on finding the ring? I'm gonna go take care of Veri.
Okay.
Xavier's like, it was an assassination mission.
It was! I knew it the whole time.
Double agent, killer.
Morgan, you
So I will
follow this little bridesmaid, now known as Charlotte. She leads you very quickly and briskly back to where Vera is, and you're met with this image of Vera that you've never seen before, of on one knee, mothering and stumbling and like static, and the phrase bluebells and flowers being mumbled and repeated over and over again. And it's a little bizarre as well as a little disheartening to see somebody who up until this point has been such a mantle of courage and everything else in this state. And Charlotte looks at you, she's like, "I don't know what happened. I said me and the princess were talking about flowers, and like then she went into the state, and I don't know what to do."
Okay, so I'm gonna drop to my knees in front of Vera and just like
The princess will get up and like let you.
just gently take her face and like try to force her to look at me. Like, Vera, look at me. Look at me, dear.
Like a program that's starting and stalling, and like a voice clip that's just continuously being, reloaded over and over. I don't memory. I don't memory flowers.
Do you
Guard.
want to roll me a con save, Vera?
Uh-oh.
Fuck!
Oh boy.
I got nothing.
I've got
Oh.
nothing. Also, we
Wait.
got hydrate. So make sure you
Oh.
hydrate all of your drama.
Well, I'm about to make it even more dramatic. 'Cause that's a nat one.
That's now.
Oh no!
Okay. Okay. So, Morgan, as you are actively like, Vera, look at me, like, sweetheart, like, look at me, like, it's okay, like, somebody's here for you, etc. Vera, you start getting flashes of memory. And you remember this little girl, and you remember a flash. It's like watching a movie too fast. Like, you can't focus on any of the actual imagery. You remember feeling rage and anger and being upset, and then nothing. And you shake. You start shaking and basically becoming more sporadic until a voice in your head starts saying over and over in your head, air, air, air.
Can I do something?
What do you want to do?
I don't know if it's gonna work, but
You can try it.
she keeps saying it, so I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion. And all along Vera's chest plate and on Morgan's arms that's reaching out to her are just going to start sprouting bluebells. She keeps saying it, so I'm gonna try something.
Hey.
Maybe it'll jog something. I don't know.
And a hydrate.
Upon seeing bluebells, one of the flashes that comes across Vera's mind is a broken vase on the ground that was once filled with bluebells on a fancy carpet that's now splattered with blood. And Vera proceeds to error harder.
I need you to make me one more con save. It was a really good try, Tom.
Oh God! Oh no!
Roll.
Oh no! Oh no!
Say it.
Did you
Oh,
get a 1?
is it that one?
Okay. So, Morgan, in a voice that you have never heard from Vera, you hear as she stops mumbling and instead just it gets staticky and then air in a voice that you don't quite recognize. It sounds like Vera's, but it's too mechanical. It's too robotic. Air, and then she shuts down.
What?
What?
You see the jewel on her forehead just blips, and it's almost as if all the static, like almost like a surge protector just going off, just everything just blacks out. Her eyes just go dark, jewel turns off, and you just see her slump down.
Okay. Okay.
You almost smell
Whoa.
like a cord that got too hot, almost like
Mm-hmm.
a burning nickel.
I have another idea. I want to try something. You said so it's like a surge protector that got overloaded.
Yeah, just error 404, blue screened, just crashed.
Can I, DM, can I cast absorb elements and try to absorb essentially that
Oh.
surge?
You want to
And
basically.
It
You
basically
want to turn yourself into a human lightning rod?
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God!
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
You know, I award creativity, so we'll see.
And
Oh no!
What did you roll?
Swear to God.
Oh!
One.
Holy
Y'all.
fuck!
Y'all.
We're
Y'all.
oh my God, let's roll the dice.
Okay.
What?
Brilliant.
Okay. Roll me a d100.
Oh no!
Okay, where are you?
You know?
So 3 nat ones in a row, on a very important thing
Oh,
that has to do with backstory.
So, I rolled my d20 just to see what it was going to do, and it was also a 1, so technically that's 4.
Oh.
So, anyways.
I rolled a 6.
So do tell what a 6 is.
I will tell you. I'll tell you once it becomes relevant.
Okay.
It is relevant!
Okay.
I would say today's very relevant.
Alright, so.
I will message it to you.
Yes, that's fine. So,
to me?
No.
You attempt to absorb elements. Morgan, you don't have an artificer's know-how to understand what technologically is happening inside Vera at the moment.
In Vera's head, through the darkness, the whirring stops, the jewel stops blinking, the blood plasma replacement stops pumping. As she's slumped forward, completely blacked out, and you're trying to help her, and the bluebell's like vision just basically completely blacking out. In her head, she is now someplace else. In her head, she is standing in a garden that she does not remember. She has no idea why she is here. It is basically the most well-kept gardens a person could ever spend their nickel and dime on. I'm talking flower beds of the most pristine condition, like butterflies, birds. It's basically a Better Homes and Gardens in her head.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a small breeze that goes through, and not knowing where she is currently at, she hears a laugh and whips around, and then back to Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
It's still
Morgan.
functional.
Morgan, you don't know what to do in this moment because you try to absorb these elements and that static in the air is too much. This is not something you're familiar with, that you don't have the technical know-how to know what to do. Your hair gets a little fizzy and that's about it.
Just that end of the ponytail just goes. Poof.
Yep. You just puff.
Love it.
This visage of Vera is unmoving. And the princess kind of looks at you. She's like, what are we supposed to do now?
And Vera's still offline, right?
Yep.
This is definitely beyond any kind of I'm not a smart person. This is
As from the side of Vera, this little 16-year-old, do you want me to go get the rest of your friends?
just staring straight at Vera. Just yes, please.
Okay.
Not even acknowledging her.
Okay, and she very quickly walks first to the prince's room, where she pokes her head in and she's like, you're a friend of Vera's, right? Looking to Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come with me, please?
I look around. It's like, what's the prince doing?
The prince is now sitting there looking a little distraught and annoyed, but he's okay.
I stick my head in the hallway. Are there any guards in the hallway?
Yeah, there's one.
Wave him over.
Yeah, he comes over. He's like, yes.
He's like, stand inside the door. Keep an eye on the prince. There's already been a general attempt upon him, so I just want someone in the room and present.
I will be present and remain here until you come back.
He turns around and he walks down the hall and follows the little girl.
Yep, and you are met with the same vision that Morgan was originally met with, but Vera is unmoving, and she's like, I'll be right back. I need to go get the others. And she'll go and get Norza, who you, Norza, in this time, have questioned
Yes.
the two gentlemen that were standing there, correct?
Yes.
They don't have the rings. I'll just straight up tell you that they don't have it. Are you wearing a mask or disguise or anything when you talk to them, or no?
I think at this point, Norris is going to be like, fuck the mask.
Screw it, I'll just be myself. Okay.
Yeah.
They recognize you, but they're civil and they're not. These are two men now. These are not the childhood bullies that you used to deal with. So they are courteous to you and answer your questions, but they do not have the rings, nor did they see them. And
Hooray for forced personal growth!
as
Yay!
you're having this conversation with them, this little bridesmaid kind of tugs on your sleeve to your side. She's like, "Can you come with me, please?"
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. You guys look out for the ring. If you see it, go send it over
Gotcha,
to.
boss.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. What's going on, kid? Anything wrong?
Yeah. Vera freaked out and now she's not waking up.
Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. I can't be the only responsible one here. This is not good. Oh god. Okay. Oh no.
She will leash the princess's suite. And
Yep.
you are met with this large, foreboding Vera in possibly the most weakest state that you've ever seen her.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's another flash in Vera's head while this is happening.
Yes, there is.
God. Okay. What were you gonna say, Hales?
But before any of you attempt to help get Vera up, Vera hears this laugh and whips around. And she's met with what looks like the after image of a little girl who keeps glitching in and out of existence. It's almost as if she's there and then she's not. And then next she's splattered with these lines or, slightly distorted. She's laughing, but it sounds as if almost like it's underwater or through static. And you see that she's holding, or is this small little girl with strawberry blonde ringlet curls with freckles on her face. her eyes are completely scratched out. It almost looks as if it's a CTV screen on her eyes. And her voice is so garbled, you can't make out what she's saying, but she's holding a flower crown of bluebells and daisies. And she's trying to offer it up to this warforged who slowly extends her hand. And Vera looks and says, I can't hear you. And the little girl opens her mouth to speak, and all you hear are blood-curdling screams.
Oh my
And
god.
in
Okay.
presence, Vera sits unmoving.
Okay, all right. DM, can I roll an intelligence check to see what I can do to this poor friend of mine?
And Xavier's going to walk up. And he's going to circle around Vera. And then he's going to take the Staff of Healing. And I'm going to gently put it against the gem. And I'm going to spend 2 charges and do Lesser Restoration.
Ooh, okay. So,
If it's a condition, I just removed it.
Yeah, it's not a condition.
I didn't think so.
I,
Trauma is a condition, but that is not how this works.
I rolled a 9.
Roll the 9. Okay.
Wrong definition of condition.
Okay. Oh fuck! This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. What was happening before all of this? Morgan, did you say anything? Did you say you punched my brother and this happened, or what happened?
There was some brother punching involved. Morgan, you're muted.
You're muted, pal.
Still
You're
muted.
still
here.
muted.
Still.
Tom.
We've lost Tom.
Oh no! Not at this important moment. Oh no!
Sound all gone.
Tom.
Oh no,
Tom.
my decorum.
My decorum.
Oh no! The audio's decorum.
Every
Oh,
single time something goes wrong now, I'm just going to blame it on my decorum.
I feel
It's
Exactly.
obviously the decorum's fault.
Mm.
How about now?
Yep, we can.
Yeah,
There you
you are.
go.
Okay. Oh, that's what it was. It was
Yeah, you good.
Aha.
okay. So, all right.
Go ahead.
She was like this when I came in here. It's I don't know. She might be going through like a mental breakdown or something.
Xavier kind of turns to both the princess and the bridesmaid are now in here, correct?
Yes.
I was like, what was happening when she went into this state?
Well, the princess will speak up. Nalmish will speak up. She was sitting here, and me and Charlotte were discussing flowers and the bouquets and things like that, and she turned to apologize to Charlotte for interrupting our conversation, and kind of started to act funny. And when Charlotte went to go get one of you to see maybe if this was behavior that was normal, she stopped her and asked about what her favorite flower was, and Charlotte likes bluebells, and she started short-circuiting, I guess would be the way to say it.
Okay. All right. This is. Oh God. Do I have anything to help out with this? I do not. Can I counterspell the big sad?
Can I counterspell?
Can I counterspell the big sad?
Unfortunately,
Xavier kind
no.
of looks
You
at
can't counterspell trauma.
Xavier kind of he basically looks over at Norza and he says, "Don't look at me. I kill things.
Well, yeah.
This is
obviously.
more of a healing thing. It's really weird."
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna gently touch Vera's forehead, and are they hot?
Yeah.
Like it's like, are they hot, or are they like overheated or anything?
They don't seem to me.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's ice cold.
It's metal.
Oh.
It's ice cold metal.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Vera, hi. It's Norza. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but if you could, like, take the metaphorical breathing and like wiggle your toes and tell me good 3 things you see, that would be pretty cool. I'm sorry we can't do much to help you out right now, but okay. The gem is not glowing. That's not good. I'm gonna press the gem.
Okay. All right.
Boop.
Oop.
Boops Vera.
So,
Boop the gem for
So-
power.
so while you were doing this, Vera goes to reach for this bluebell and daisy flower crown and hears this blood-piercing scream come out of this somewhat there, somewhat not visage of this little girl. And she collapses in this away place. She collapses to her knees and grabs her head in immense pain. And you if you were there, she is holding her head, shaking it. It's almost as if there's 10 times the gravity where it just feels the entire world stopped in its place and everything is just so heavy. And she's shaking her head. Stop. I tried. Stop. I tried. Stop. I tried. And with a scraggly glitch, Vera looks to the ground in front of her, and blood starts pooling from the side of her peripherals. And she looks over to her left, and there is a eviscerated corpse of a man. She looks over to her right, and there is another eviscerated corpse of a man. And then slowly looking up, seeing the feet of the little girl in front of her, like as the blood slowly starts pooling around her feet. She looks up, and the girl is now in a white nightgown that is splattered with this blood. And the girl is just staring down at her as the blood slowly starts seeping up and dyeing her dress more red. And you're just like, I tried.
Roll me a con save.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, please. Roll good.
On
Oh,
15. 15.
God.
With that last utterance, this visage that you're seeing that you kind of remember, but not quite. On the outside, the three of you see as Vera's eyes start to like reboot, and that gem slowly starts gradually coming back.
Ah, thank God. Okay.
Vera.
Morgan is still in front of Vera, right? Like still kneeling down in front of her, or
I think
Norza-
Morgan
it's
would have
like-
moved aside from Norza.
It's like Norza is right in front, Morgan is off to the side, and Xavier is right behind, having tapped you with the staff. So
I was gonna say, if I see light coming back into the eyes, I move way off to
you
one
move-
side.
Okay. But Vera, when you come to,
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Seeing that Morgan's also gonna like
everyone's like,
roll
"Hit the deck."
away, like facing the way Vera's facing.
Norza, are you going to stay in front of Vera as she comes to?
I'm just going to say right in front and be like, all right, cool. So we figured out how to reboot her. Press the crystal.
When she comes back, you see the light come back into her eyes and the crystal slowly light up. But there is almost a clunkiness to it, and you see her fall forward.
Oh,
Like,
catch
and as you catch her, you hear her under her breath almost again in this error-like form. Charlotte.
Hi.
Charlotte.
Hi. It's okay. It's okay. It's not Charlotte. It's Norza. It's okay. It's okay. Charlotte is the Charlotte girl still in the room?
yep, she is.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at her like, hi. So,
Hi.
could you give us the room
Hi.
for a little bit, please, to help our friend here?
Yeah, of course, of course, and I'll go help the prince I'll see if he needs anything. And
Yeah.
And Xavier kind of looks at Norza and he says, "Do you have this?"
I think I do.
I'm going to go back to the prince's chambers as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, help out my bro. Help out my bro. Help up that dick bag. Sabotage him just a little bit, but not too much.
the princess is standing there like, brother, like.
He said, "Healing, it's happening," and he walks out.
Healing, it's happening. Love it.
This is like, I don't understand any of these people, but okay.
Seeing that, Morgan's just going to just calmly walk up to the princess and be like, it might be better to give them some space, and we'd hate to just expose you to all this what's the word? I lose myself sometimes. Stress. Would you care to go for a walk with me?
Sure. I think they maybe need some privacy anyways.
Yes. He will extend a shoulder to her.
She'll loop her arm.
Oh my god.
Walk. Is there like a...
There's a garden nearby that you could like go off a side door to.
Yeah, I think we'll go take a stroll through the garden.
Just a nice stroll. You two go off on a nice stroll. Which is so funny to me. Xavier, you go back to the prince.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, there are his 6 companions whose list you previously saw that have come and seen him. So they are standing there. If you would like to investigate them while they're here. And as well as the bridesmaid is kind of sitting off to one side like, I'll sit here for a bit. Nor is it you have a very broken Vera still leaning on you.
Hi.
What happened? What happened?
So you shut down a little bit. Doing okay?
I don't remember.
It's okay.
Don't remember.
It's okay.
Charlotte. Why that name?
Did you knew a Charlotte?
I don't remember.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna help you out with that.
Bluebells. I remember bluebells.
It's a start.
Was that home? I don't remember.
It sounds like a home. And it sounds like something really dramatic happened. Everything. But hey, you got something back.
I think I failed before. I don't remember. That name, Charlotte. That's all I remember.
Well, you're not failing now. Got us. Doing a pretty good job. I think so. So maybe okay.
Upon mentioning that, right, there is a present objective. She has now remembered that she passed out in the middle of an objective.
Oh no.
The prince, I was princess, what, and you see her like stagger to get back up on her own 2 feet,
Okay.
looking around.
There's no one in this room other than Norza.
This kind of gave you the room so you could just kind of like decompress safely and all that stuff. Don't worry. You got a bit of a lead of where the rings might be. Some people might have stolen it. I got an eye on that and everything. And yeah.
Vera goes to hold her head, not quite sure if it is in pain, if pain is even what she is feeling whatsoever.
No, it's like it's not
N-
quite pain. It's like this overwhelming feeling that you've misplaced something. Like
There,
I've lost my car keys, but it's more important than that.
it is the feeling of something that was right in front of her slipped through her fingers, and she has no idea what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, jeez.
So, Norza, you could tell that she is not on her A game at this point. She is trying to remember exactly what the objective is after rebooting.
I was gonna say Vera's not in her A game or B game or C game.
No,
Hard
after
game.
those,
This
Zero's
is a
on.
hard
Zero's on
game.
This is
C.
a
Bro,
very hard game.
after 2 nat ones, we're like going into like the O and P games at this point.
Yeah.
So
Vera's in the numbers by now.
Yeah, bro.
She's entered the Greek alphabet.
so.
All right.
This time. Morgan, where did you go?
I think we just
You
took a
just
little
went on-
stroll to the garden.
You just went on a nice stroll.
Nice stroll.
How long are you gonna be out there for?
There we go. 15 minutes.
Okay, just checking. I'll come back to it. I'm
Yeah.
just checking.
Okay.
um, Xavier, are you
Yes.
wishing the other gentleman that?
Yes, he will. This is-
So, I want you, because I imagine you're going to ask them the general questions, like each of, have you seen the ring? Do you know where they are? Have you seen this ring box? Like, when was the last time you were in this room? So, roll me persuasion, just as a overall, like, for this group of individuals.
Okay. It's not my best roll, but I will roll the roll.
Roll the roll.
And the roll is an 18.
Oh, okay.
Wee.
There are these 6 individuals. You have an elf, a human, a dwarf, a drow, a human, and a tiefling. So 2 humans and the rest are mixed bag of people. So, while they have not seen the rings, or at least they are not who has them, the dwarf does fess up to being the one who spiked the prince's drink. Because they thought it would be fun.
are these? Alright, I mean,
My
Okay.
decorum.
God.
Xavier's like looks at the prince and is like, one mystery solved.
The prince at this point has just face palmed like, idiots. I have idiots for friends.
Yes.
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 The only difference is, your friends have enough money to be idiots. Anyway, what? There is nothing. There is no magical monitoring of these rooms, I assume. No wards. No.
This is normally a neutral territory, so we have to keep that above board.
Of course. I'm just saying.
As far as
There's-
I have access to, no.
Who would have access to possible information you do not? Just your father?
Yes.
All right. It's like, all right, gentlemen, you are now on guard duty.
Aww, as a group of young men who just are here for their friend's party, that is annoying to them.
I fire a firebolt 10 feet up into the air.
Okay.
Much better.
God damn it.
Yes.
I literally cast it only 10 feet up,
Yep.
and it didn't hit anything.
They very quickly
like-
fall into line.
That is a wonderful decision. You can make good decisions, see? And the prince wanted me to kill you all. So he turns,
What?
Xavier turns around, opens the door, and leaves.
And then you just hear the arguing and the petty bickering back and forth between now 7 grown men. After a little, like, when you leave, Charlotte decides she's done. So she leaves. She's like, I will go to the chapel and then start doing things there. And she's like, I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with 7 grown ass men arguing.
And so Xavier is going to go find the king.
Okay, so the king is in the reception area at the moment,
Mhm.
finishing up greeting the last of the guests as they come through to the actual chapel for the wedding.
Xavier stands just slightly behind him at his left elbow. His arms, his hands interlaced behind his back, and his head down, patiently waiting for him to finish reading.
Yes, as he's done greeting, the person in front of him at the moment is a lord, and once he's done greeting him, he turns to you. He's like, I assume that you are waiting for my attention? Oh, did I lose you right?
No, hang on 1 second.
You're fine. Honestly, we're going to take a break here in just a second.
Okay.
I didn't know that still worked. Sorry,
I
I thought I turned sound alerts off.
I didn't even hear it on my end, which is so funny. That's why I was like,
Same.
what's happening?
I was panicking because I was like, where's that fucking coming from? Because I thought I had turned sound alerts off on this because you said you didn't want them on there.
Radio Free Will really said, but joke's on you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Will.
So
Thanks, Will.
He'll kind of look to you. I assume you're waiting for me.
as he bows gracefully to the king, and he says, "Your Majesty, was there any possibility that there are certain factors of arcane nature in place in this building to record comings and goings? I'm sure that information would be available to anyone who asked for it."
We do have a security system in place of sorts. We try to keep it very, very quiet as to not break any truces or neutral ground.
Understood. The reason I am asking is we found the culprit for your son's predicament earlier.
You did?
It's just a prank,
Oh,
but we have a new situation.
what now?
The rings have vanished.
The rings.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I see.
We have questioned everyone who has been into and out of the room, and I think we are fairly certain that none of them had anything to do with it, being that they are all close associates of His Highness, and they were put to the question. So I think we can assume that it was going to be a third party. Aside from them, those people who attended your son, the only other people who would be able to take the ring were anyone who was inside the room when your son and no one else was in the room, because your son apparently left the ring box in the pocket of his coat in the room, unguarded.
Even the king face palms at this point. Like, even he just...
So I need to see if there was a way to track who came in and out of that room, or even down that hallway
Okay.
during those time frames.
Give me just a moment to converse with my captain of the guard.
If you want me to take care of it, you can just make sure the captain of the guard knows I'm authorized. That way you can stay with the guests and not cause a
I
scene.
believe one of your companions spoke with him earlier. He is a half-elf named Brahm. I think I saw him headed towards the kitchen a while back.
I kind of like Xavier. Was Xavier there when you did the whole Brahm thing? I don't think I was.
Nope.
He looks kind of confused for a moment, and then he says, "I will find him immediately. I will speak to the captain for you then, so you may stay in attendance with your guests as to not break decorum. I understand decorum is very important."
Wonderful, thank you.
I hate to be that guy, but I have to ask. Was Norza with Xavier when this was happening?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
No. Xavier's by himself right now.
Shush.
Oh, yeah, I'm busy. Morgan's busy, but this is Tom going drama.
He says, he looks at the king and says, "We have this situation in hand, and we will have a report to you momentarily." And he bows.
Phenomenal, thank you.
Right.
Kind of continues greeting his guests.
As he's walking away, he has this confused look and says, "What fucking half elf?"
Okay.
This shit's getting out of control.
Too many people moving. Too many things. Okay, so you go back Brom is currently like in the kitchen area, but it appears as if the rest of the food is untainted, as now it seems like it was just a harmless prank. You know, a poor, tasteful one, but a harmless prank nonetheless. As you meet up with Brom, he does have a surveillance system of sorts. It's basically like a minor image in one of the guard rooms that displays like you can go back in time and with a crystal ball and look. And you both begin basically going through the TV like tapes of the last
CCTV, got it.
CCTV. You basically are going through the tapes of, and now we'll watch them. So that's where you find yourselves. We'll do Morgan's interaction out in the garden, and then we will go to break. As I don't think this will take very long. We'll see. So Morgan,
Can we start the contest and break too?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Morgan.
Yeah.
You, being the very sweet gentleman you are, take Her Majesty out to the gardens for a stroll after watching your friend traumatically shut down. What are you talking about while you stroll with the princess?
Gots to see it through, my boy. Gots to see it through.
I just like the idea that Norse is like, yes, steal the pride from my brother. Like,
So, and we're just gonna look around and make sure the rest of the party isn't around.
nope, they are not.
So, I assume this wedding is purely political.
It would be so. Is it that obvious?
It's just a little bit. I mean, you do have a slight bit of jitters, but not so much as a bride that is nervous about a wedding day.
Oh, do you know much about brides that are nervous on their wedding day?
I like to think I know people.
Oh.
What the hell?
And I have to say, the man is lucky.
Oh, is he?
I mean, a gorgeous creature like yourself, who wouldn't be?
Oh my god.
You flatter me.
No, hold on. No, I'm interested in this. Let's keep going. No.
You
The
flatter
decorum can be put aside for a second. I want to watch this. I want to watch this K-drama unfold in front of me.
out in the garden as the
The
cherry
garden.
blossoms start falling. Like,
Flattery only comes into account when someone has to lie. When it's the truth, I don't believe it's flattery, is it?
oh, so this is just a compliment then.
Oh, well. What can I say? One can appreciate art when it's in front of them.
Are you attempting to steal a bride away on her wedding day?
Ah,
God.
I mean, I've been called crazy before.
So that's not a no then.
Well, I can't just lie to royalty, can I?
It's only stealing if she doesn't want to come.
It's
Oh,
only bride now because she says no. You know, you're a bit late if you're wanting to woo me. You know, I am supposed to get married today.
I mean, vows haven't been said. I think I'm precisely on time, aren't I?
Oh yes, like would you think it wise for a princess like myself to run away with a dastardly fellow like you?
I mean, fairy tales are told for reasons now, aren't they, dear?
Are you watching Nate's face is breaking? I'm trying so hard not to look at Nate and I can't help
I
it.
know.
You go from
The problem for me is that Nate's face is right next to yours, so it's
You
like,
know, I'm like, God damn. I'm on a stream and it's so hard. Well, what would you offer to a princess like me then, to convince me to run away with you like they do in fairy tales?
I mean, what more can a dastardly man offer except for adventure?
Oh, adventure, is that what you're looking for?
I mean, adventure is my job. I'm just offering it to someone who seems bored with the political aspects of life.
You talk as if you know me.
Oh, you're right, I don't. But I'm open to learn.
Well, I've got a bit of time before the wedding. Let me let me think about your offer.
Of course.
My fucking
That's
God.
and that's not to say we can't enjoy the lovely garden as we walk.
It is quite beautiful, isn't it?
Indeed.
With that, we will go to break.
What the fuck?
Oh, I rolled a 6. Oh,
Go ahead.
let me explain what that does.
Are you charming the princess?
You become affected as if you drank a filter of love.
She was the only one in the room. So
Yep.
that's why I was like, shit. All right. Well,
And Morgan saw her before he saw North.
The moment you said that, Ivy, the moment you said she was the only one in the room, the song from Hamilton just started playing in my head.
No one was in the room when it happened.
But anyways, so we are going to start our contest. So I will
Yay.
turn over to Ray, and then we'll go to our break and take 10 to 15 minutes. That way we can get some water, etc., and then come back to stream. So Ray,
Gotcha. Thank you very much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the giveaway. What we do is we give away raffle tickets. Every show we give away raffle tickets that are for a giveaway at the end of the month. The giveaway this month is for a huge miniature that is Astorath, the Demon Prince of Wrath, and this is like probably about an 8-inch tall mini, about almost a 6-inch wide base he's on, and it's a 4K 3D printed mini. We're going to be giving that away at the end of the month. We just gave away actually Asmodeus sitting on his throne last month, and so now we're going to be giving away one of his henchmen. So I'm starting the giveaway now. All you have to do is type in the keyword into chat. If you follow us, you'll get 1 ticket. If you subscribe to us, you'll get 2 tickets. And we'll be giving him away. What's the last day of September? The 30th, which is going to be, actually, let me see here. On this show.
ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. So it's going to be on this show on the 30th. The last day to get tickets is going to be on Kingdoms of Mist on the 28th. So go ahead and put that keyword into chat, and you'll automatically be entered. And thank you very much. We're going to go on break now.
Perfect. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes.
Uh,
I'm going to transfer us. There we go. It's been and now it's alive. Hello, we're back. We have returned from our break. Thank you for letting us do that so we can get new drinks and run to the restroom and then come back for more trauma and wildness and pure havoc. So, if you have not entered the contest, make sure you do so. You can do !devil so you can get your tickets, and then at the end of the month, we will do our raffle in case you didn't catch it before we went on break. But you still have time to go ahead and do that. In the meantime, we are going to jump back into our pure havoc and chaotic game that this has been. So
That's what it is.
it is. So Vera, you've had a little bit of time to recuperate and get back to not normal, since you don't know what that was, and now your idea of normal may be a little misconstrued. But Norza, you were able to catch her back up on the mission of like, yep, this is our goal, this is what's happened up until this point.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
Okay. So, so one little thing is that we're still working on. We're still working on trying to find my brother's ring. So, do you feel up to helping me look around for it, or do you still need some time?
We need to follow the objective. Yes, the ring. Any clue we could have to find where it may be.
Yeah. Yeah, I had like Xavier looking for some of the guys and stuff, so I'm gonna have to check in with them if they know anything. But yeah, come on, let's go. It's all gonna be good.
Like a lost little puppy.
Oh.
Vera slowly follows after Norza, not nearly as confident as before.
Oh.
Making slightly smaller strides, still holding her head, but trying to look up confidently, but very much taking Norza's lead on this.
No.
So, you two make your way to the princess room.
Yeah.
Bridesmaid is nowhere to be found. You don't see her. Xavier is currently not there. However, you do hear the petty arguing of multiple voices behind the door.
My God.
Xavier has left them in quite the argumentative mood.
Oh God, I'm gonna slowly open the door. Hey guys, what are we complaining about?
Inside are 6 individuals you recognize as your brother's friends and your brother.
Hey.
This is basically your worst childhood nightmare.
Oh God, Norza is just pale. It's just like. Okay, all right. Let's go in. Okay.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
hi.
So, have we found the ring yet?
No.
What do you mean no? Do you mean none of you guys stole the ring?
No. Your friend, your buddy asked, and we didn't do it.
Okay, cool, great, fantastic, wonderful, great. We'll just keep on looking, and you know, if worse comes to work, I am totally just gonna throw the blame at somebody. Not saying who, you, but it's all gonna be okay.
I could have you murdered on the spot.
Bitch, I can kill you right here, right now. You know why? Because I have a killer robot friend who literally froze somebody, who literally killed somebody, but we can't do anything to you right now because you are a part of the mission, and I will not want to destroy any decorum right here, right now.
I'm quaking.
Seeing the threat that Norza is causing, Vera again is too rattled to really interject.
Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, we just came here to check in and stuff. This is Vera. She's also part of the team and everything. And Fuck. Okay, I don't even know who stole the ring. Okay, was there anybody else that came in, like, to check in on you?
I think your buddy went to, I think Xavier, him. The one who decided that he was going to firebolt in the air, that one. I think he went to go see Dad and
Oh.
ask about the alarm system.
Oh. Okay. All right. Fine. Okay. Cool. Cool. Gonna have to check on Xavier real quick. Thank you. And I'm just putting back the Tony mask back on as I'm looking for Xavier.
Why are you putting a mask on?
Because I'm hiding. Because I'm trying to hide who I am, dumbass.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe for all those reasons you and Dad and Mom treated me and shit.
Are you you're still hiding because of all that?
You guys forced me to.
I didn't ask you to hide yourself now. I didn't even know where you were, so I couldn't even invite you to my wedding even if I wanted to.
It doesn't seem like you even wanted to in the first place. Okay, first off, what is this? What is this you trying to act like you're the good guy here, okay? Listen up. You, Mom, and Dad were never the good guys, okay? You guys were the bad guys. You fucked me up. I am the mistake of this fucking family. You didn't have to deal with all the consequences. You didn't have to deal with the ire. You didn't have to deal with the rumors. You didn't have to deal with the stupid bullshit Dad threw at me every single time. And look, if you're still pissed off at me doing a little magic to your face and almost like scarring your pretty face, I'm sorry, okay? But you know what? Just shut the fuck up.
Huh. I think that's the first time you've stood up to me.
Yeah. Oh, good. In all honesty,
I mean, you can't be that much of a screw up. I mean, you're leading the whole team, right?
hey, DM.
Yeah.
So, does a 23 hit?
A 23 hits.
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna slap him.
Let's go.
Are you open palming slapping him, or is this a punch to the face?
This is like open slap of just like, you idiot.
Is it forward or a backhand?
I was like, are you wearing any rings? Are you turning them around at all? I need descriptions.
Taking a glove off.
Like, what?
Yeah, just taking a little bit of a glove off, just readjusting his rings,
Okay.
taking them off and everything, and just whack.
It hits and reverberates off of the walls of this room. It is such a satisfying sound as the rest of his posse stands there absolutely gobsmacked.
My decorum.
I'm in the quorum.
And Rush, your brother, stands there and just stares at you, blinking a little bit as he cannot believe you actually just hit him.
Vera takes one arm, kind of coming to, knowing that that's not appropriate, and puts it in front of Norza and kind of pulls Norza's back.
What
What are you
brings Vera
doing?
out of it? Decorum.
Well, Vera obviously attacking the person we're supposed to protect overrides this.
Sorry about that. Sorry, I saw a fly on his face. I was just wanting to make sure you got it.
I
think I
did
got
not witness a fly. You just assaulted him for no reason.
It was kind of building up. I've got to admit it was probably a little toxic, but I will apologize for that. But right now, we got bigger things to fry. Let's go find a ring. Sorry, Vera, not to you. Fuck you, and fuck your posse.
If Norza storms out, Vera does a quick bow to the rest of the group before chasing after.
What is it? Jump around. He's just like calmly walking, just like
Proud.
Vera does a quick bow to the group.
Norza's walking down the hallway one way, Xavier's going right by him the other way. I was like, "You are very red."
Yeah, I think I might have done a boo boo.
Are people dead? Can I burn the whole place down?
No,
Are we escaping?
No, we're not escaping. We might be escaping. I don't know. I just slapped my brother for some reason, and I don't know why I
I
did it.
will cause a distraction. You get everyone together and we run.
Well, we can't do that. We still gotta attend to the wedding here. Okay, I made a huge mistake. Okay, I let a lot
I
of.
know, but if we leave no witnesses alive, there's no
North
mistake
is over-
anymore. That's all I'm
North is over-
saying.
You're thinking that a slap is gonna ruin the wedding, and Morgan's over there seducing.
We just everything, Norza,
Yeah.
you are a wonderful person. Leave everything to me. We leave no survivors. There is there's
What
nothing happened.
What
No,
in the
no, no.
Mamma Mia is this?
Me
for a living.
before-
I
no,
know
no,
how.
me before the session. Yeah, it should be straightforward, and then we'll be done. No.
We're not going to. We're not going to. I don't want mom to be very angry at us. Okay, that's the way.
But if she's dead, she can't be angry.
We're not gonna kill Airkiss. Okay, she's
Oh
a
no, I
good-
was talking about your mom.
The queen is not his mom.
The queen is not my mom. You leave my mom out of this. My mom is a wonderful person. Okay.
Is she here?
No,
Then she's safe because everyone here has to die.
you touched my mom. I swear to God.
I
will-
said, is she here? She's not here.
For the love of God, man. Okay. Anywho, did you find anything about the rings?
Yes, they're gone. Now I'm going to go start lighting fires.
Come on. Xavier, get back here, motherfucker.
Xavier. Yes, you had your meeting with the guard, the head guard.
Yes.
There was actually a couple of people that went in and out.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
the main person of interest in your investigation happens to be a little girl with sticky
I will-
fingers.
I will end this little girl's whole career.
Is her name Charlotte?
No, it's the flower
rat.
girl.
Oh, the flower girl?
Oh.
It's like, yes, by the way, the flower girl took the ring, but if she's dead, we still have no problem, so I can still burn the whole place down.
What? What? Okay. All right. So, where's the flower girl now? And we're not gonna kill the flower girl. She's a child. She is literally a child.
They don't run as fast. You don't have to lead them as much.
Xavier, what the fuck? Would you do this to your own child?
Of course not.
Exactly. So just imagine them as your
I got that answer right this time.
You had to think about it.
Hey.
Murder is only condoned if the child refuses to give up the rings necessary.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, look, I'm just gonna come with you and make sure you don't do anything to this kid, since I'm a bit more of a people person than you. So, okay.
Oh,
So
my
I
if-
rib.
admit your moral caliber is on a different level than mine.
Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's go save this wedding.
Okay,
My ribs hurt.
the three of you.
So-
The three of you go off in search of the flower girl. Hey, Morgan, roll me perception.
Oh God.
Son of a bitch. I had actually totally forgotten about Morgan.
Oh. I'm good at this.
Oh my god.
Okay. That is a 23.
Hey, Morgan, in the garden there's a little girl playing with a couple of dolls that you and the princess have stumbled upon. It is
Oh my
her little
God.
bridesmaid that or her little flower girl. She's 5. And the princess kind of like, oh, what are you doing, sweetheart? And you kind of like interacts with her as a babysitter would do, like a child. This little girl's playing with the dolls, and she kind of looks at you. She's like, oh, this is Emily. This is my flower girl.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hi. You wanna play dolls?
I think we have a bit of time. Of course.
She hands you this little doll. They all have different names, but you can name that one if you want.
This one will be Riley. How's that sound?
I like that name.
I do too.
And the princess will kind of not really kneel down because she's still in her wedding dress, but will kind of crouch down and play with these dolls as well. And it's serene and it's peaceful. And
You said we're under a tree, right?
Yep.
As we're playing, I will prestidigitate a little gust of wind on on one of the trees to let the cherry blossoms fall.
I hate
You are not
doing
gonna
that.
kiss, fall in love this bullshit.
Kiss.
Oh my fucking
Okay,
god.
so the three of you are having a wonderful little time playing with these dolls. And eventually, the princess will kind of look to you. She's like, I really do need to be getting back.
If that is your decision, I can't
God.
say I won't try to interfere.
I am just waiting for you to just like pop open your chest, do a little curl for your chest hair, and just be like, hey yo.
Hey, yo. So, Morgan, in your head, you do hear Jasper at one point be like, what is happening?
He said, mind your business.
You don't hear him pipe up again. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna let this go. All right. Not that he can do much about it. I really do need to be getting back.
I wish you all the luck. And the offer is still open for you, dearest. And he will take her hand and just gently kiss her hand.
Maybe in another life.
Who's to say? Life is full of surprises.
Well, you're welcome to visit anytime.
No. I think I absolutely will.
My god.
I shall kind of put a hand gently on your face and kiss your cheek, and then turn and start walking back.
I hate watching you go, but I love watching you leave.
Hmm.
And then she'll stop, like, oh, Emily, come on. We have somewhere to be. And Emily looks at you, she's like, thank you for playing dolls with me.
Of course. And, little one, if you happen to see maybe a box with rings in it, we are looking for them, and it's a bit of an emergency. If you see anyone with them, please let me know.
Some rings? She looks a little sheepish.
Yes. You just kind of kneel down. Is there something you're not telling me?
Well, what kind of rings?
Important ones.
Are they pretty?
I would assume they're very pretty.
Are they important?
They are. I do believe this wedding can't continue without them.
Oh. I just thought they were shiny.
Oh, darling. Yes, I'm sure they're very shiny. Do you happen to have...
From her dress pocket, she kind of very sheepishly like holds this intricate and beautifully decorated ring blocks. She's like, I didn't know that they were so important.
Oh, it's quite all right. Yeah, and Morgan will just gently take them. Don't worry, you're not in trouble.
Okay.
I'll make sure these get to the right place. And you worry about having fun.
Okay. You can
And just
keep
kind of household her hair.
you can keep Riley if you want. I think she likes you.
I'll treasure her forever. And we'll just put Riley in his little pocket on the inside of his coat.
With that, she's like, okay. And as long as I'm not in trouble, and she'll run off to take the princess's hand, and they'll walk inside.
Okay.
Coming
was gonna
out
st-
from one
Oh
of the
my
other sides.
Okay.
From one of the other sides comes the rest of your party members, seemingly in a very determined mood.
Oh,
As soon as
boy.
we come, to the door, it's like, Bopu, go see where she is.
And
Patty.
he immediately runs right to her.
It's like, you got off lucky that time. That was really easy. That does not count as work. You get no treat.
Oh, sad.
It's like Xavier looks at Norza. Oh, actually, no. Xavier looks at Vera and it says,
What?
"That's the one who has the rings. Permission
Oh.
to fire, sir."
Oh no!
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 Look!
No!
Dramatically off to one side, Morgan is like under these cherry blossoms. Like,
Why is Morgan glowing?
What? Oh,
Is he sighing wistfully?
why do I
How
hear,
is there a breeze blowing his shirt in that perfect angle?
why am I
He
hearing
looks good. Yeah.
tuned from the realm of Disney? Oh,
Does anyone hear a tiny violin?
Yeah.
I
Ah.
Where
it's only gotten more dramatic.
yeah.
He didn't
Okay.
kiss, kiss, fall in love. He kissed, kiss, got depression.
I think I need artwork of Morgan just standing wistfully watching her.
It's the rest of us.
I
are
don't
just
want
like,
artwork. I want a cheesy romance novel cover.
That's
Alternate timeline.
You want some smut novel artwork.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
Morgan, as you watch her leave, you then see the rest of your party kind of look at you like, what is happening right now?
Hey, it's going. We figure anything out?
Yeah. We know where the ring is, and are you feeling okay?
Feeling good.
I just touch his forehead.
Warm.
All right, you're running a little bit of a fever there, buddy.
Xavier kind of walks up. He
You could say
looks at Morgan and says, "Whatever you're doing, keep it up. It's doing wonderful for you.
that. Yeah,
You have this healthy glow about you.
great for my complexion.
Yeah."
But I assume we're looking for these, and we'll just make a little. What's the
Sleight
word?
of hand.
Not sleight of hand. A little
Flourish?
flourish, and the two rings will appear.
Ta-da.
Oh my god.
I do not understand this entire event. I am very confused.
Here you go.
Xavier walks up beside Vera. Let me explain. It is very simple. The rings were lost. It was the prince's fault. And then Norza was going to have me kill everyone to eliminate all the witnesses. That's about sums it up. And he walks back into the building.
What?
Illogical. That's illogical. Xavier, that is illogical.
Oh, dude.
He sticks his head back out to the doors. He's like, but would it be fun? That's the real question you need to start asking yourself, Vera. And he goes back inside. Oh, look, canapes.
Oh god.
Who is reaching for the rings?
Does Norza have any interest in reaching for these rings at all, knowing very well we're delivering them to his brother?
Not really.
All right. Vera's big metal hand reaches out to take the rings.
And Morgan will drop the two prestidigitated rings into Vera's hand.
Okay, so we just
I'm
saved the
stealing this bride, damn it!
I'm stealing his pride, damn it! Oh, what are you gonna...
So
Does Morgan have any plan of what he's going to do when Ericus calls them back, or like... No? Okay, cool. Just figured out
So,
that question.
correct me if I'm wrong. You took advantage of a poor warforged in a very confused state with fake wedding rings to Norse's asshole half brother to steal his fucking bride to get us all in trouble so Xavier can blow up the building.
I mean, when you say it like that,
When you say it like that, you're getting a hug.
What the absolute fuck? This was supposed to be so easy.
At this point,
it was supposed to be so easy.
you see a Rush poke his head out. He's like, did you find the rings? Because, like, we're supposed to be starting.
Vera can't sense that there's anything off or different about these rings whatsoever. So Vera marches over and hands over the fake rings to Rush, being like, "We've retrieved them. We need to continue on to the ceremony as scheduled."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. As he, like, waves. And he...
Question, Ivy.
Yes.
How long is it before they say the I do's?
It's,
Like, roughly.
It's soon. Like, these rings will be intact for the ceremony. After the ceremony is where the time crunch comes in of getting out of there before they notice.
I will also say, DM, just for logistics standpoint, the spell says I can cast it multiple times and have up to 3 non-instantaneous effects active at a time. So Oni Mask, Ring 1, Ring 2.
Yep.
So the question is this charm that Morgan is currently on, how much longer roughly do we have before that wears
Like
off?
40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes is good.
This isn't a Catholic wedding, is it?
No, it's not.
I'm just saying, if there's a mass with the whole crackers and little shot cups of wine,
Crackers?
we might be able to make it.
Crackers?
As someone who grew up Catholic, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Same.
What's the
Okay.
D&D equivalent for
I'm just
Catholic?
saying, if it was a Catholic wedding, we
Yep.
we could avoid
You're
something
right.
here.
You're right.
You're right. You're right.
It's gonna be close. So,
The wedding's about halfway through the wedding, Xavier's like, I'm going to fucking kill everyone here. This is crazy. He's been talking for 20 fucking minutes.
okay. So, the prince rushes off, now with what he assumes is his wedding rings, as they all start getting ready for this actual ceremony. All of the guests have taken their places in the chapel, along with anybody else that needed to be there.
Oh, before this happens, did I see the boyfriend at all?
Nope.
I feel like the boyfriend was a ruse. We've been bamboozled.
I don't know. You guys have been running around a lot, haven't you?
Ah, fuck, you're right.
But all the guests have now gathered. You can tell that the guardsmen and everyone is starting to take position of this is going to be the actual ceremony. You four are currently standing. Well, Xavier's not. Xavier has gone. Xavier's like, let's go. But the 3 of you are still standing in the garden. Are you headed into the ceremony? Are you looking for somewhere to watch? I know Morgan will probably need to go somewhere.
Morgan will head into the ceremony with Xavier.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the ceremony, but I'm just picking a corner where I am out of the eyesight of certain people.
Okay.
Vera's going to go to the ceremony as well, but she's going to sort of station herself just somewhat to the entrance of the chapel.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in line of sight per se, but just kind of against the wall, kind of keeping an eye on
Okay,
everything.
You're easily able to find somewhere where you're able to watch everything without being in the way or of notice.
Yeah, just kind of eagle-eyeing the whole chapel from
Can
a corner.
you please, Vera, roll me a perception check, and then will you roll me a history check?
Reception. History. Oh my god, my Dice are assholes.
Oh, what did you roll?
Okay, so I only got a 13 for the perception
That's fine.
and a 6 for the history.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I know! Isn't that awful?
Okay.
What the hell?
I'll have you remake your history check in a little while, so that won't be the only one you have. But
Oh, love that for me. I love that. That's
Yep.
great. It's a great day off.
Yep. Perception-wise, there are a lot of lords and ladies and things like that, but nobody that really stands out to you.
Ooh, I know it.
Charlotte's here.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think you thought about that one.
I indeed did not. No. Mm-mm.
No.
Mm.
All right, so as every guest takes their seat, you can hear that the musicians start to play the music that you would accompany with the idea of a wedding, of strong piano and soft music starting to play as the groom and the ordained walk out. Notice that he doesn't see you, but he's really not looking to see you. He's not trying, but he looks fine. Like, he's putting on a very good mask after everything that has now happened. And he looks nervous, but no more nervous than the normal groom would. The little flower girl comes out and starts putting down flowers. And eventually the ordained asks, basically before before she comes out, he's like, this is a wedding where we would like all of you to turn off your sending stones, as the party does not want to be annoyed with the ringing. If you could, please. Thank you. And
No flash photography?
no flash photography, no sending stones. Please put those on silence. Thank you. And then asks everyone to stand. At the end of the aisle comes Nalmish, comes the bride, as she stands with a veil draped over her face and her beautiful bouquet that Norza has made for her. And her bridesmaid holding the train of her dress, so Charlotte holding the train of her dress, as she begins the wedding march down the aisle. Morgan, are you doing anything, or are you letting this happen? This part.
What do you do?
For now.
For now.
But as she walks by, he's just gonna give her the eyes.
The eyes.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'll put both bride and groom up here because we have both. God. The issue with Dragonborn Hero Forges is that they have such large wings.
Yes.
Shout out to Hero
That's
Forge
large.
for letting me make minis on Hero Forge, though.
Yeah.
They're not sponsored. They are great.
Shout out, George.
They're so good. They're so cool.
And some of the new 3D VTTs, you can actually bring in the Hero Forge model and throw it up on your tabletop.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Hey.
We're gonna just crop his wing here. Boop. So she walks by, and Morgan, you give her the eyes, the lovey-dovey eyes of notice me, and she keeps walking. As she is looking straight ahead, she's not really looking around. She looks a little nervous, like her posture is one of nerves. But once again, no more nervous than this is a political marriage and she is the bride. Like, this is very much a political thing. And they get to the end of the aisle, and she lifts the veil, and the ceremony begins. It's not a terribly long ceremony, but it does come to the point of, if anyone would object, please say your piece, or forever hold it. And there's a moment of silence.
Oh no. Oh, he's
Sorry.
gonna do
Sorry.
it. He's gonna do it.
I swear
It
to
takes
God.
that Morgan stands up abruptly.
Morgan, you stand up abruptly as the ordained looks to you and goes, yes?
Can Vera run over and tackle him?
Yes.
Can I roll to see how quick I am?
Yes. Roll me dex or athletics. I'll let you pick.
Thank God.
Just like the proud family gif of just like running straight towards him.
That's exactly what this is about to be.
Okay, that is a 23. for
Oh,
athletic.
yes.
Morgan, are you trying to dodge, avoid anything? Or are you
I
so
mean-
focused on the bride herself that you're not seeing Vera literally football tackling you?
Ooh.
No,
Ooh.
I think he's too focused on the love of his life.
Okay, you are too focused on the love
Alright.
of your life as you stare at the bride, as you stand up ready to bare your heart and soul to object to this wedding. And from the side of comes Vera, a streak of silver in color as she slams into you and tackles you to the ground. There is a clanking of noises.
Vera hurriedly looks around while slapping a firm hand over Morgan's mouth, trying to like quietly apologize to anybody who she disturbed. What are you doing?
Oh god, looking over smells.
Xavier's like, let me burn it. Just give me the word. I will burn this place to the ground.
No, Xavier's sitting in a chair eating canapes.
Yeah.
He's like, they have these little ones that have cheese. They're amazing.
The guy next to you is an orc, and he's very obviously like the drunk uncle stereotype. He's like, right? As he tells us what's going on then.
Xavier's like holding the tray out between them. He literally just took it from a waiter, by the way.
Norza, what side of the room are you on? The right or the left?
I am on like the left side watching all of this and just going,
We're
oh.
all
because
gonna be
you are
executed.
So because you are standing on the left side, your dad clocks where you are.
No, no, no. Did we like make eye contact?
He definitely sees you, gets like a little quizzical look, but he doesn't like as you're like, oh my god, and you look and you kind of make eye contact for a split second.
I'm about to say, is Norsa wearing that mask?
No.
Okay, good, 'cause-
He-
Morgan's dropping all those prestidigitations.
oh god. So, Norza, your dad, the look on his face is not that of anger. It's not that of hatred or anything like that. It's of surprise. And that's about all you see when you read his face. Is he like gets like this confused, surprised, quizzical look? Almost like he's trying to register what he's seeing.
I just like
But he's like across the room, so he doesn't say anything.
to shield my eyes. It's like and just look. That's what's happening.
Okay,
It's fuck.
Morgan, you're shooting off a spell.
I'm dropping so those rings and the mask disappear.
Okay, great. The rings are currently in the groom's tunic, so he doesn't immediately know this. So, what are you firing?
Oh, I was just dropping
Oh,
those.
just dropping them? Okay.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Is he putting up a fight at all? Like, are they putting up a fight?
You know
Like
what?
trying to pull like Vera's hand off or like thrashing around at all? Like they're just limp
No.
fishing it?
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, you've just confused the ever living fuck out of Vera. She has no idea why you did that.
The
How
orc,
much time is left in that fucking potion, DM?
like 15 minutes.
Oh come on!
Oh god.
That there was 40. The wedding is happening. You've got 35 minutes that have passed. You've got like 15 minutes left.
Can the minister just make a really long sermon just out of his ass real
Yeah.
quick for me?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ordained is kind of looking over like
Vera just like popped her head up, like just saw nothing here, like
and you just shrug and he's like
Fear's going,
you son, you son.
I feel like he like looks to Norza who's
No,
also standing
so
like,
so Vera like has like Morgan like pinned against her chest with like a hand over his mouth, and Vera just stands up and like tries to like sidle to the side of the room and like gestures to the ordained to like keep going.
keep going. And she's like Okay. Since no one objects, since he keeps going.
God damn it.
Going.
And then eventually it comes to and he kind of at this point has caught on that something is amiss. Like let's just we'll see. Yeah, he rolled a 17. He very much is caught on that something is amiss. And so he does start to stretch it out a little bit of like, I'll just see what's going on. And then asks for the exchanging of the rings. And just at that moment when he asks and the groom starts to like pat himself, Morgan, you break out of it.
Oh no.
I was about to send a message.
Nope, you break out of it. And so the groom is looking now in his tunic for the rings, and Vera's got her hand clasped over your mouth.
Be quiet.
What is happening?
Vera doesn't understand that Morgan's like she's trying so hard to keep him like quiet so they don't disturb the ceremony.
Can I try and cast a message to Vera?
Yes.
Okay, Vera, I need you to let me go right now. Grim doesn't have the fucking rings.
I gave him the rings.
You didn't.
I didn't? I gave him the rings.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, you didn't. There's some fuckery happened. I have the rings.
Some fuckery happened.
Upon hearing that in her head, she just slowly turns to look at him.
Norza, you clock that something is happening.
And hold up the rings.
Norza, you've
She
clocked that something is happening.
She slowly pans over to the rings, and if she had eyes, they would go wide.
Norza, you've clocked on as you watched them walk away that something was happening. You saw as Morgan slowly held up the rings.
If Vera had sweat glands, she'd be sweating.
Yeah.
Fair.
Or it's just like, in order
Please.
to protect our
Fair, please.
everybody,
Let me go.
we decided to kind of hold on to the rings for the special occasion, so no shenanigans happens and stuff. We heard there was a toxic boyfriend that might be coming here, so we're taking all the precautions and all that jazz. So,
Wait, who's Norza talking to right now?
The crowd.
The crowd. He's addressing
crowd.
the crowd.
Addressing the crowd.
Beautiful man.
Yep.
Vera slowly reaches for the rings that Morgan's holding up and takes them and just drops Morgan. Just whoop.
oh boy.
Oh.
The ordained is like, oh, if you would.
Yes, so most direct path, most logical path, Vera goes in between walking up the center aisle.
Yep.
Directly, like all eyes are on her, and she's like, oh no. And goes to hand the rings to the minister.
And he takes
Oh
them.
god.
Thank you. You
Morgan is going to briskly walk out of the church. Out.
Vera does a very quick bow to both the bride and groom and the minister, and as quickly and as silently as a warforged can, scooches off the side.
Yep.
Tries
So-
like as causing as little more problem as possible, and slaps herself against the wall to get completely out of the way.
The king and queen look a little confused about everything that's happening, but they're like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You hear, Vera, since you're on that side, you hear the king's sending stone go off once, and the queen is giving him shit for it. Where she's like, would you turn that thing off? I told you. He's like, it might be important. I have to protect people. And like, it's like trying to silence it in his pocket. That's the little conversation you hear as this all is happening. And then the rest of the wedding goes on without a hitch. And at the end of it, the ordained instructs them that he can kiss the bride, and they do so. And they are met with a applause and cheers of the guests, as it was some strange things happened, but no strange in a normal wedding. And they walk down the aisle back to one of their own rooms where they can decompress until their reception. So as the guests start to file out, and visit with each other X other, I need you to roll one more history check for me, Vera.
Uh-oh.
Now that you have an angle of in view of everyone's faces.
History, you said?
Yep.
12.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Oh.
We'll see.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. Okay. You see him, but and you kind of see him look in your direction. It gets like a weird, like quizzical look on his face, but you don't quite recognize him. You know who he is, but you don't know your history.
If somebody were seeing this from an outside perspective, it would almost look as if Vera's standing in place just looking out into the crowd. But her head is trained in one particular spot, very awkwardly staring at this one individual in the crowd.
And he awkwardly is staring back. And then he looks away and goes to talk to someone else.
Vera once again feels as if something just slipped through her fingers, but doesn't understand what it is.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
And Morgan, you have briskly walked outside.
Yep. Face fully red.
Are you going somewhere in particular?
No, not just outside the doors, just out of the church.
Yeah, just
out.
out of church. Okay, just like away. Okay, just had to make sure. Norza, your parents have clocked you, or at least your dad. Are
Sorry,
you,
buddy.
Are you getting out of there? Are you following Morgan, or are you?
I am like following Morgan,
Okay.
and I am trying to like cause like a backlog of crowds for just behind me, just to slow them down, and
Okay.
just like getting out of there as fast as possible.
You're able to get out of there pretty quick. As the parents of the groom, they're kind of stuck talking to a lot of guests, but you are able to quickly duck out of there. Vera, you realize that 2 of your party members are gone. Xavier, where are you at?
Drinking
Are those
with the
cannons?
old uncle.
Okay, you 2 are getting.
But since I am keeping an eye on the bride, the groom, and I'm monitoring the situation, I'm also keeping an eye out for the ex.
Okay.
I hate weddings.
Roll
Yeah.
me investigation real quick.
Oh yay!
Oh, God. Finally, someone good at that.
Xavier's turn.
This entire session, nobody has had the brain cell.
No,
Nope.
no,
You know who
no,
has the
20
brain cell? Jalapeno does, and she's not here.
Yeah, she.
yeah.
26.
Ollie is gone. We're
26?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She was our only
Xavier,
brain.
You have been keeping an eye out for this X, and eventually you don't see him, but you see a letter on the gift table. And it's a handwritten letter, and as you pick it up and look it over, it is addressed to the princess in her first name. It's not sealed, so you're able to like kind of quickly open it and look at it. It doesn't have like a seal, like a wax seal.
It's not an envelope or anything
Yeah,
like that.
it's just like a folded over letter with her name on it, and you look it over, and it's an apology letter from her ex.
Okay.
Basically, how apologizing for how it ended, and that he wishes her all the best.
Okay.
Fucking gave us a red herring.
Yeah.
God
Like,
damn it.
we suck at security. This guy was in and out. We never even fucking saw him. We should never have one of these jobs again. We are horrible.
We are only good at
We are
causing
so
one thing.
bad that I might need to kill everyone who was here because they witnessed our failures.
Oh my god.
Please do end my shame.
And to my shame. But I won't because I am being a better person. Where are the canapes?
The drunk uncle's like, over here, I found more.
Oh my god.
So 2 of you are outside. Vera, what are you doing?
Fighting off a mic.
Vera actually goes to follow the gentleman that she doesn't recognize.
Yeah, I kind of
Oh.
thought so. So you go into the crowd. Oh, we have a hydrate. You go into the
Hey.
crowd. He's not hard to spot. You kind of have locked eyes on him, like, and seen where he's gone. And it's a very tall gentleman, blonde, green eyes, in a suit. And you kind of step in front of him, and he takes a step back. What are you doing here?
Where do I know you?
And at that point, he realizes there's like a dawn of realization of, I was a previous employer, you might say.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What was my job before?
Nanny? Babysitter?
Why did it end?
We didn't need you anymore.
We?
My household. You became unstable and dangerous.
What did I do?
He kind of looks around like this is awkward for him, as he didn't think he was going to have to see you or deal with the situation ever again. You, I guess, did your job of protecting the household, but I can't have something around that scares the rest of my family. You massacred
Family.
some individuals.
Family.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
that's because you were programmed not to.
Vera kind of slightly looks off into the crowd, kind of scanning it. Gem on the forehead blinking a little bit more.
Who are you looking for?
I don't know, but I feel like I should. I don't know your name.
Maybe it's better that way.
Tell me. I want to remember.
I don't think you should. I think you should ask your current employer about your records. But I don't think here is the place to remember.
Your family. Did I hurt them?
No, not physically. You did your job. You protected them from a few intruders, but you are a source of nightmares, and I can't have you around. You did your job, and you did it well, and for that, I thank you. But your job is complete with us.
Vera tries to kind of assemble all of this information. Understanding, but not. Accepting that, in all honesty, it's highly illogical that she would even want to know this in the first place.
If you'll excuse me, I have a wedding to get back to.
He walks away before she can mutter out another sentence. but she very much wanted to ask if he knew who Charlotte was.
You don't have
But he
to
got away.
ask. Here's the thing, you don't have to ask. Because she comes running up and slips her arm in his, and they walk off together.
In that moment, if Vera had a heart, it would have broken.
Oh.
And she would have been swallowed up in the crowds as they all funneled around her. She stuck in place watching their blonde hair walk away.
Vera might not have a heart, but I do.
Yours is currently ashamed, so...
Yup.
So,
Yeah, just for flavor. And Morgan's gonna, as he gets out of the door, step to the side, crouch down, and cast a minor illusion to camouflage the space around him.
are you a shrub?
Yep.
Oh my god!
I'm so embarrassed they turned themselves into a shrubbery?
Mhm.
Shrubbery?
Quick shrubbery.
The
Jasper,
shrubbery of shame?
Jasper in your head is
Yeah.
like, you good?
No.
You want to talk about it?
No.
You want to go see the princess?
No.
Nor is it at this point you come out? Oh, you see a
Oh.
shrubbery that definitely wasn't there before?
I kind of poked the shrubbery with my foot.
You kicked Morgan's foot.
It's an illusion.
Okay. To the person who's a magical shrubbery, you better not be a villain. I'm low on patience with villains right now.
You see nothing, you hear nothing.
Oh, hey, Morgan.
Leave me
So,
alone.
okay, so we're not gonna talk about what happened.
No.
All right, yep, cool, that's fair. I'm not gonna tell Bit Mom about that, so I think we're good.
Thank you.
No prob. And if you see some fancy-looking people coming up my way, you didn't see me, right?
No.
Good. Okay.
No. But leave me to die in my shame.
Okay. Well, don't die for too long, because we need you back.
I almost tried to steal the bride.
Oh, it could have been worse. Could have actually
Could have done
accomplished it. Yeah. I mean, Xavier was about to burn down the entire place down as a distraction. So, hey,
He should. And this ended all.
no, that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you be, and I'm gonna deal with my own shit right here. And yeah,
Saber's gonna walk out and everyone's just gonna be shrubs. Be like,
I've-
what happened to you
I've-
guys?
I was gonna say about this time, like, is the wedding kind of like
Yeah,
everything's wrapping up?
Yeah, it is.
I'm about to say, at this point, a fist reaches out of the shrubbery and just like,
I just fist bump, just
just
as I just kind of like make a way to like a fountain or a bench or something, and just.
Xavier will basically stick around, keeping visible watch on everything until the bride and the groom get into the honeymoon chariot and go away.
That's about
Yes.
yeah. They leave pretty quickly.
So now that that's done, because we were sent here to watch them, and we're not going with them on the honeymoon, so
No.
we're done. I will go walk around looking for the rest of my crew.
You find Vera first,
Mm.
who is kind of standing a little lost looking.
He walks up. He's still got a tray of canapes.
That's
He walks up to Vera and he says, "Hey, Vera, do you eat? Not do you need to, but can you? Can you taste things?"
She is so lost in her world, she doesn't even realize that Xavier is right next to her. She's still staring at the place where the two blonde people's heads disappeared.
He's like, he kind of looks at her face. He tracks it and follows and looks where she's looking. He's like, Vera, did you short out again? Because I do not know how they got you out of that last time. Oh, look, Vera, I'm casting Fireball.
Vera, is there like flower arrangements at the entrance of the doors?
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna try and stab people in the heart real quick. Are there bluebells in the
Oh,
arrangements at all?
You could probably find some bluebells in the mix.
Okay.
It is a blue dragonborn, like, you could probably find some.
Yeah.
All right. Vera slowly kind of pans her head in the direction that Xavier is, but upon kind of panning her head, her eyes make eye contact with a flower arrangement that has bluebells. And upon fully turning to like face Xavier, you don't know how, you don't know why. In all honesty, it doesn't make any sense because Xavier didn't see anything or witness anything. But there's almost like a little trail of bright fluid like dripping out of the where it came from.
Okay.
But there is little trails of fluid leaking out of the corners of her eyes going down her cheek.
Oh.
And she turns and faces Xavier, and she kind of holds out her hand and like wipes away the fluid. Just-
Xavier, as she does that, Xavier kind of like reaches up his hand and catches her hand by the wrist, and he says, "Don't wear it."
This is the worst pain I've ever felt, and I don't understand why.
I don't know what is happening. I do not know what caused this. But this is just one step. You must feel what you feel. You cannot keep shutting it down.
If feelings
They change over time.
cause this much distress, are they worth having at all? I am in immeasurable pain.
Yeah, I understand. I understand very well.
I don't. That's the problem.
No, maybe I understand is the wrong concept. Pain is one feeling. But there are many, many others. And some of them are stronger. And some of them can overwhelm you.
Getting a sudden flashback to all of the things that she recalled and the vivid nightmares of what flashed in her head and the memories that blipped by before she could recall. She, with the wrist that, Xavier grabbed, she goes to slap it to her head to hold it again.
He doesn't try and resist it. He knows better. Xavier says, I can never pretend to understand what is going on, but I recognize someone who has done things and felt things that made them feel shame.
Charlotte. And she looks back up into the crowd again where the bridesmaid disappeared along with the man. And she kind of straightens up her shoulders. I want to know what I did to Charlotte. And she kind of walks out of the chapel, like, to go.
You walk out, you see a shrubbery and Norza on a bench holding his head. If a shrub could look dejected, it does. Yep.
Is it like slightly wilted, like a few of its leaves are
It's
like
drooping.
It's a little
Like-
bit.
Rain,
It's
is-
it's improperly trimmed, so it has a bald spot in one area.
Rain walks out of the
Yeah.
chapel eating cake. Like, she's fine. Like,
I'd say we need our cotton candy sunshine.
oh yeah, she looks great. She's loving this cake. And she kind of was like, "What happened to you guys?"
all of us are just fucking downtrodden, crying. One's a shrub,
Xavier-
never slapped the brother.
Xavier checks on Vera one more time, then he turns towards Ren, and he beams a huge smile, and he's like, "I killed no one today.
Nice.
I know. I am very proud."
Upon like seeing the whole group there real quick,
Nor does
Vera
the water
scan-
burn the whole place down. I don't know.
I
what
did not. That was not true.
He was like, "No
What?
witnesses. We don't want anyone to testify." I don't know. What the hell.
while they're doing this thing and talking in the background, Vera's just kind of scanning the ground to see if she spots any blonde, like just trying to see. There's so many blonde people. She's just trying to find them at this point.
Roll me investigation.
Oh god.
Holy shit, that was a good roll.
There we
Thorza, we
go.
really have to talk about your family issues. Wanting to burn everyone to a crisp is not the way you handle things. I thought we were going through some real growth
20
today.
I did not
24.
mean to burn my family down. I don't think you would even be able to like burn my family down because, you know, they dragons and
The dragon.
Oh, I have ways around that, sir. I'm professional.
oh,
Kira, as you're looking and scanning, just more out of desperation at this point, more than anything else, you catch a final glance as Charlotte looks over her shoulder. She doesn't recognize you.
There's a high-pitched whine that goes in Vera's head that transitions to that blood-curdling scream that happened in her vision, and then it fades basically on the wind as everybody's enjoying the merriment. And
in a
Vera-
flash, somebody walks in front of Charlotte, and she's not looking at you anymore, and she disappears in the crowd.
Vera takes 2 rushed steps forward and then 3 small steps back towards the group, knowing that her mission has been complete. But this draw to find her, she doesn't understand.
And Brain's like, "Okay, I'm gonna call Mom," and kind of taps her bracelet.
there we go.
And in a flash, you all are taken back, shrubbery, illusion, and all. You end up in Ericus's office, and in her hands, she has a folder. Her desk looks a little disheveled. She looks up, she's like, "Oh, welcome
Canapé?
back." What?
Canapé.
Did you bring those from the wedding?
He brought a lot
Yes,
of
there were people walking
money.
around with trays of them. You just took them and you.
You took the whole tray from the waiter?
Well, yes.
And
Well, yes.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
He did not say no.
You,
I won't notice, so I think it'll be okay.
oh,
And I killed no one.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, great. You all can head out for just a second. I just need to talk to Morgan for a split second, and then you all can rest.
Candace,
Oh.
please.
So you try
Candace,
it.
please. What? The shrub chimes up. Candace, please.
She closes the folder, puts it on the desk, and looks over. She's like, "Why are you a shrub?
It's a long story. I don't
this
want
It's
to
like-
his,
talk.
was this
it's
like
his
part of the
depression
disguise?
shrub.
A depression shrub? Is this part of a disguise or something?"
No, I think this is the way he mourns his, pride,
What?
self-respect, dignity.
And this shrub will just waddle out of the room.
No, come back. I need you for just a split second. I just need you for like 5 seconds, and that's it. You all,
All right.
you all can go, and I'll get your debrief a little bit later. You all
We
have a
will.
little.
Great. Xavier takes one of the canapes and puts it on her desk.
Thank you, Xavier. She like picks it up with 2 fingers. She's like, "Oh." as
God.
you're leaving, she's like, "Morgan, can you shut the door as a shrub, or can one of you shut the door on your way out?"
Vera slowly pulls the door after
Thank you.
getting
Vera.
Rain, Norza, and Xavier
leave.
out.
Thank you. Morgan.
Let him leave. Morgan's leaving.
Morgan, I need you to not be a shrub. From over her desk. She's like, Morgan, please. This will take 5 seconds, that's all.
Drop the shrub and just stand up, but still hunched and.
Why do you look droopy?
It's a long story.
Okay, alright.
Chaos is.
Okay, well, we can talk about that later if you want. You asked me to look into something for you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of information for you.
Oh, that was fast.
It's not much. It's just an old record from one of the other towers.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture of someone and see if you recognize them. I understand that most of the individuals that were involved with the program really didn't tell you their names.
Right. We were numbered.
Right. I understand. But I'm talking about those who ran the programs.
Oh, okay.
And on her desk, that folder that she was just reading, she opens it. She turns it and slides it to you. On it is a dark-haired man in a lab coat. I understand that most of the individuals involved didn't go by their names. However, we have record of this individual. Apparently he went by Doctor, and that was it.
Yeah.
His name is Dr. Julius Brick. He's no longer employed with us. He left after self-experimentation and is on the run.
Self-experimentation.
So this is what he used to look like. This is his last known appearance. However, he's said to have purple blotchy skin, at least patches of it, and horns now.
Okay.
Just that was something that had come up in my research, that he was previously employed with us, and I thought you might want to know.
And there's nothing on current whereabouts or where he might have gone?
No, that's what we're looking into, but it's a start. And so if you see this individual, since he looks different than you previously saw him, this is the description of the short purple horns and purple blotches of skin is a kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
She'll close the file and slide it back to herself. That was all. Go get some rest.
I appreciate it. And thank you.
You're welcome.
I might have accidentally tried to whisk the bride away, but it didn't happen.
She just face palms. Why?
Happened because chaos.
Is she
It was.
even your type?
I mean, she was cute. She really. Was
Please go get
really
some
cute.
rest. I don't want to hear any more about this. I'm sure I will get a full report. Please go. Please go. Leave my office.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. And on the final scene, she takes a sip of piping hot coffee out of her world's best tavern wench mug.
Yay!
Hey, she's using it.
And we'll end session there.
Mom kept the gift.
Oh my god.
Uh,
That was a journey.
That was quite the journey.
that was a lot.
What do you mean it's only been 3 hours?
3 hours. Only 3 hours, not 3 days. What?
Okay. Well, you have successfully completed your second mission.
Yay.
You all get to level up.
Hey! Level 6, baby. Let's go.
Thought you guys might like that. So, that is the end of our show for tonight. Join us in 2 weeks, where we will see what your guys' next endeavor is after hitting the groom in the face twice, discovering a little bit of backstory, dealing with a lot of trauma, and more intrigue than I was expecting, but that's all right because now I get to play with more things.
Yeah.
I can hear the
And what-
enthusiasm.
And when you're so ashamed of yourself, just turn into a shrubbery.
Yeah, we
Turn
will
into
turn into
Yeah.
a shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
The shrubbery of sadness.
Shrubbery of sadness.
But we are Dinner in a Game, where we always save you a seat at the table. Make sure you follow and subscribe. We have games running all week, not just this one. We have Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. No, you guys don't do Thursdays. Nope. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays,
And Saturdays.
and
And
Saturdays.
and starting on the 12th, we have Mondays.
Ooh, and starting on the 12th, you have Mondays. So make sure you guys follow and subscribe for all of the wonderful content and DMs here. In the meantime, we're going to go raid somebody. I think we're going to go raid the Cantrip cast because they are currently live. So,
Yay!
so we'll go raid some friends. Make sure you spread the love, and we will be back here shortly. We'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching.
Adios.